starting. So hopefully we should be live. I'm hoping someone in the chat's going to let us know we're live because I've not got the video open. As always, I'm so organised on this. We'll pick on Demonic Davros. I can see him in the chat. Hopefully he'll say if we're live or not and if we can all hear us.
I just asked in the chat. We're live, Ray.
Live and clear. Fucking hell, that means we started perfectly first time.
Brilliant.
That's scary.
We need to pull that off on a Saturday night.
We're having a lock-in.
Could you imagine?
So the question presumably is...
Go on.
I'm sorry.
No, go on.
Well, I was going to say, if we're having a lock-in, presumably the first question we should all be asking is, what is everybody drinking tonight?
I got King Goblin, 6.6%. I got
Ooh, very nice.
Sailor Jerry's. As always, it's my drink of choice for a lock-in.
Well, now, see, I haven't poured it out yet. I've got a choice between Captain Morgan, a little bit of spiced rum, nothing very complicated there, and a lovely bottle of Johnny Walker Black Label.
I got a joint as well.
Oh yeah, I've got some fun.
One thing I do want to point out is I cannot watch the chat, so if anyone wants to ask me anything, they'll have to ask the other guys. It's already catching a light.
So I need to tell N the conspiracy off because he doesn't think this is right. He thought it was Barman, not Mr. Mum, because obviously I'm in the flat for once. Normally I'm in the pub, but I've escaped tonight. So did the quiz and then ran off. So it's always good to have a bit of time to myself. But yeah, I don't think we've even got anything planned to talk about tonight. It's just like, yeah, we're all free. Let's do some chatting and the UK branch of the Shills.
Yeah, the UK division. Actually, we could talk a little bit about your video you just had on, man, because I thought it was really interesting. I mean, the stuff about birds was magnificent, wasn't it? I mean, it was just wrong after wrong after stupid after stupid after.
Oh, wait
that's
for
not
part
right.
two.
That's not right.
They get into chromosomes and stuff like that.
Really?
Chromosomes disprove this. Well, chromosomes are one of the biggest proof that we had a direct descendant with apes.
Yeah, chromosome 2.
Of how they split,
Yeah, but they keep saying monkeys and it's not monkeys. I'm a fucking monkey. Your guys are monkeys.
I've got to correct you, though, actually, weirdly. This is the R and Ra collection, because in cladistics, all apes are descended from old world monkeys. And because you never stop being the thing that you once were, you just become a slightly different version of it. All apes are still monkeys. So, like, all birds are still dinosaurs, if you see what I mean. So, you never stop being the thing that your ancestors were. You just start being something new as well.
But, you're not fucking drunk monkeys.
That's true. That's a different kettle of bananas.
So we'll have to ask, is Jutmont the drunk monkey as evolved as us, or is he just a monkey? He's not a human-based monkey.
Yeah, you some experiment that went wrong, or you just a drunk ape?
Yeah, no, I've been to space. That's why I'm fucking fighting this battle. They said those fucking you wankers sent me to space. Now I'm fucked in the head. Now I just fucking
no. Try and wash away the pain and the bad memories.
I mean, you know, I try swinging in trees. Makes me feel sick. I'm fucking jumping out of the trees, and throwing fucking stones at bananas, man.
It's all right. Demonic Davros says you're the missing link.
Yes.
that is one that does bug me as well. It's like, you haven't got this missing link. And as that Futurama bit said it, yeah, we do. We have this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. We have all these missing links. It's just you decide they don't work.
No,
well, actually, you have. And it's a game they can't lose, though, isn't it? Because basically, unless you find the skeleton of every single living creature between the very first thing and one of us, you know, it's impossible to do. And
they don't understand that fossils don't always form. There has to be the right circumstances for a fossil to form.
And it's not only that as well. They don't get that, like, your mum and dad's a link. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They don't get that. They don't see that. They're like, they're looking. It's like, but that's how it works, you know. And so many copies, like mixing, you know, and
absolutely,
and evolving and adapting and learning, and just with its surroundings, and it's going to happen. It happens. It's fucking makes total sense to me. I don't
This
see
is
why
it. You
these
are.
fuckwits don't get it.
You're basically a random 50-50 mix of your parents' genes, and then you have about 150 mutations out of 3 billion base pairs, is it? I forget the exact number. So it's like, it's a tiny, tiny proportion that is actually genuinely new you. The only real difference between you and your parents is the fact that you are a random mix of the two halves. Anything completely unique to that's like you have slightly longer eyelashes than you might expect. It's like unnoticeable. It's only rarely do you get someone born with an extra pair of kidneys. You know what I mean?
That's right. It's like it's also, you know, you say take a child. Is it really a blank canvas, or you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Good night to end the conspiracies. He's off to watch Stranger Things. Nice.
Oh,
well,
never mind.
friends,
See you later, man. It's
how-
good to see you in the chat. He's a cool dude, man. I like him. The conspiracy. That dwarven hammer thing he does is fucking.
Oh, I love
He
that.
brought me up in that. He doesn't say my name right.
I've had a couple of replies off some of the
Monkey,
crazy
yes.
people. Oh,
Huh?
go on. Sorry, Monkey.
No, I don't know how he says it, but yeah, he says my name wrong, like everyone else. Troglodyte, he says wrong.
Troglodyte. I can't even do it now. I can't get getting it wrong right.
It's brilliant. It's brilliant what he does.
To
Considering
be fair, you and Troglodyte have the two most difficult names on the internet to fucking pronounce, except for possibly Curve Pimp Hantowski, the laughing jester.
Yeah,
maybe.
but he's dropped in the chat, so it's easier for people to tag him. If
Yeah,
you
he's
look now,
just
it's
curved
Curve
him.
Pimp.
Yeah, which is actually sick as fuck. That's a cool name, right? I'm the Curve
It
Pimp.
is a cool name.
Yeah, man.
I thought about just having Jutmonk in chat and that. That's easier for
I
people.
would do it just for the chat because it means people don't have to type the whole thing out on their phone. They don't always get the autocomplete. So
Yeah, that's it.
you can just jump
obviously,
out. Would be good.
I am the drunk monkey in my videos.
You certainly are. You're a drunk monkey when we talk to you as well, man. That's just your thing.
What's wrong with being drunk?
No problem. Just a statement of fact.
You can all get drunk when
you're
you're
all out of lock in.
Saying that, it'll be next week, won't it? Jesus.
Speak to you just after work.
She's right. Next week at this point, the 17th or something, wasn't it? The 17th to the 18th, right?
Yeah.
All three of us are going to be meeting up with Anti-Flatter, right?
Yeah.
That is going to be fucking awesome.
Mate, the boys are in town. I'm going to bring a couple of laptops and a tower over or something so we can just like hook it up. I know, of course, because your internet connection's sort of limited, isn't it?
My internet sucks balls. But there's nothing stopping us having the camera going, using the microphone and just using the one account to talk through and having us set up like a panel.
Well, what I'm thinking is, can we server the computers together in a certain extent? Like, if I got a switch or something, could we just like have a couple of laptops and a tower, each recording individually, and then just piece it all together on your computer, which is quite powerful for graphics, and just pump it out at low res?
Surely we just do what we're doing now, but at the pub.
Well, yeah. You want multiple cameras though. That's the thing. How do we all connect to one internet connection?
I'd only be an avatar anyway, so you know I'm a drunk monkey man. So
maybe we could get Pig or someone to just make us up a backdrop which has just got us on it, and we could all be on mic or something. I don't know.
It could be.
That'd be a lot easier.
I've got a green screen.
I've got.
One mic and four of us all sat on one camera would do it, wouldn't it?
On my laptop, I've got proper fake virtual cam stuff, so I can load in things. Hang on, Adam Warlock wants to see my doggo again. Ralph, meh.
Rock and roll, man. Let's have a look at your dog. I miss my dogs.
I've got three, but this is my favourite.
What sort of dog is that? I don't know dogs.
That's a long-haired chihuahua.
Dog for me. A what, sorry?
Long-haired chihuahua.
Chihuahua, yeah. I was going to say.
Oh, chihuahua.
And then the other two were Shih Tzus.
So,
pardon you?
And a half Jack, half Fox Terrier.
Oh, I don't fit in. I've got a cat.
They're not with me.
I'm allergic to cats. It's no fair.
I
like cats.
All animals, cats, dogs, and horses. And I was brought up around horses.
Bloody hell! Oh, you're fucked here, mate. I've got 3 dogs.
Oh no! I just said I got 2 dogs. They're just not with me now.
Oh, that's all right then. But yeah, so what we're actually going to talk about, so we've mentioned my video. I want to avoid the what we've been talking about on Discord, because I'll leave that to just play itself out.
Dum dum dum.
Yeah.
Audience will have to
I
guess.
think
What
most
have we
people
been
in chat
chatting
probably
about?
know what we actually mean, but
What's it
we're going to
been?
avoid that.
Wow, probably worth it for now. There's a couple of issues really generally at the moment that we could sort of leave alone while things settle down.
Yeah.
Have you got, Barman, have you got the chat up on screen? So if I put us on the TV.
Yeah, I've got the chat on screen.
Yeah, I've got the chat up.
See, I can even show you because I have mobile webcam. Da-da-da! There we go.
Oh, yeah.
There you go. Demonic Davros says, run it like a radio show. I think he's right. That's what we're sort of trying to do, sort of with the shills a little bit, is we're sort of
man.
basically a radio show with animated characters on screen.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which, well, they're not animated yet, but give it time. Well, I tell you what, the rate that we've been going on the shills, week on week, it's been like we'll add 3 more layers each week almost in terms of like the complexity and the
background of the shills that we use is fucking awesome.
Is it not? It's just a shit, man. How cool is that? And like the new intro that Anti-Flatter made up, that pre-roll. Oh man.
Oh, I did love our little mini intros for us all running off to come and join the shills thing. I thought that was fucking awesome.
Yeah, man. Except that it is nearly 7 minutes long, so I think Thomas is making a cut down version.
Yeah.
Like it's sort of a quick intro.
Because we could do with something with a funky drum beat or something, and quick 3 seconds of us running off from the screen, receiving a message. Still light in the sky, us all seeing it and looking up. Just something stupidly, daftly stupid.
You're basically thinking about making 8 vines, aren't you? Because you got 8 people, 5-second videos to make a 40-second intro. So everyone make a vine.
It'd be good to have us the channel standard trailer video or something like that. Because I don't think we have one, do we?
We do not. We've just started. We're like 5 weeks in.
Yeah, but even I have one. Saying that, I made one before I made my first video. It was literally just me at the camera saying, "I am the Sarcastic Barman. Welcome to my channel." And then it played my music, and that was it.
Oh, okay. No.
But it's for anyone new to my channel and come to my channel for the first time who aren't subscribed, that's what they see. If they're subscribed, they see on my home channel page my last video. So I thought that's quite good. Oh, we've lost a monkey, and I seem to have lost Jim Bojo.
No, I'm still here. Can you hear me?
I can hear you again.
I did block out for just a moment now. Sorry. I'm not sure if that
was it you or me. I don't know.
I'm back.
Yay, monkey's back. I'm just seeing what else we got in chat. I could hear which city. See, they're all talking about accents. I'm rubbish with accents. I really am.
Have you seen Forrest Pfeiffer's comment about a dog? I just love that little gag. That's great. I saw someone in a local paper advertising puppies for sale. Jack Russell and Shih Tzu crosses named Jack Shits. Hey? I know. Not called Jack Shits, though. Either way, still fucking hilarious. That's brilliant.
What is a Jack Russell and Shih Tzu cross called?
I don't know.
Oh, someone Google that. I can't be bothered. Oh, is that as apostate? Someone
Shits Russell?
I can't.
Shit Russell. Russell shit.
Russell shit. I like that.
Yeah. The apostate said you passed out, Jetmonk.
No, my phone's on fire. Tell him it can't cope.
Accents are an evolutionary trait. That's an interesting idea, Davros. It might well be, but it might also just be a cultural artifact.
Well, if they're an evolutionary trait, does that mean people from Liverpool aren't going to continue breeding because the accent's shit, but people from Ireland have got a better chance of getting laid?
Well, you know, they say that cows from up north have a different accent to the cows from the West Country. Have you heard that? Right. Yeah, so presumably accents do exist. It must be a tribe thing, so you can recognise your own, and it's a survival advantage. Makes sense.
That would make sense, to be fair. Yeah. That would make sense.
See, this is how we should do these shows. We just read the comments out, man. You guys are great.
I can't read them. It's doing my head in, and they're not on the screen. When I've got my 50-inch screen on here, and the comments are not up there, Barman.
We can read.
If I present my screen, will he see the chat? You won't be able to type anything in, but you can see it.
He should be able to, yeah. But it'll be every time you. Oh, yeah, because when you present, it just takes over. But then everyone in the thing will see us instead of seeing the avatar.
Yeah. Oh, never mind. Sorry, mate. I tried.
Oh, see, Jetmonk, you need more technology.
Yeah, man.
So, but when we all do come down, I've got a couple of laptops. I've got my computer. I've got a spare computer. I sound like I've got so much tech, really, don't I?
We all do a bit.
Well, I've got the laptop I'm using now.
I'll tell you what, Jetmonk, I've got a laptop you can have for free, you know, as long as you don't mind that the screen is technically broken and the bottom sort of 15% doesn't work. You'll have to put the taskbar at the top, but you can have that for free.
Well, you can
No,
just
you're
plug,
right.
plug it into a TV.
Yeah, well, this is it. You plug it into a telly and have a proper screen on it. It is a
Yeah.
proper laptop. It's not terrible. You could do a bit of editing and all sorts on it. So I'll bring that next time we.
Yeah, because I've got the laptop I use now. I've got my old laptop where the keyboard broke on it, so I ordered a new keyboard, replaced the keyboard. It still didn't work, so I bought a new laptop. I
Oh,
also
yeah.
then returned the keyboard that didn't work that someone sent me. They then sent me another one for free, and I was like, "Oh, okay, that then worked." I've got my brother's resting soul computer that's sat under my bed, and I've got my computer here, and then I've got a computer that runs the jukebox as well.
Jesus,
what-
I thought I had a lot going on here. I've got 5 screens at any one time glowing away at me, like a couple of. No, I think about it's more than that, isn't it?
See,
It's
what I'm
6.
going to do
Plus
is,
the phone. Oh crikey, 7 screens, mate. If you count the phones.
in 3 weeks' time, I've got a whole month's work where I can work 7 days if I want. But
Hey,
I'll probably do 6, and it'll be a busy period. So,
yeah.
you know, I'm going to make a lot of money over that period. So I was just going to wait till then, bang it out, work my ass off, and yeah. Get
Well,
some,
no, I bought this tower for this PC for.
I want to get a
It was
Mac.
85 quid. Ah, you want a Mac? Fair enough.
Yeah.
Why do
Heathen.
you want a Mac?
Because I'm used to Macs, and I also like editing music and making music, and they're better
That
for
is
that. I also
Mac job,
use
yeah.
them.
No, it's
also-
not.
I also use them for DJ controllers.
That's a Mac thing.
Yeah, you have to have a Mac. No Windows can fucking handle it. They just crash. I've seen it crash.
Wow. Now, hold on. Usually, the Windows stuff can actually handle it if you set it up right, but it's just a bastard to do because nothing's
Yeah.
optimized for it, whereas Mac is. So,
Yeah.
you're
We look
right about
at,
Macs being
Go on-
better, but
If you go on YouTube, there's you can see people where people have called it on camera, where it's just and the whole lights and everything's just gone, music gone.
Jesus.
well, if you look
What
at
the
Epic
fuck?
Rap Battles of History,
Huh?
Epic Rap Battles of History, you heard of them, yeah?
Yeah, that's amazing.
They're PC all the way.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, because they mentioned it in the Bill Gates versus Steve Jobs video because they use Fruity Loops.
Ah,
Well, I
Fruity
know all the
Loops.
words.
That's an
Canadian
ancient
Thomas.
fucking program. Wow.
Canadian Thomas, as you guys probably know, is a Mac technician, and he uses PC for his video making.
He does. He's moved over to PCs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He says he's still getting used to it. I mean, the poor guy, he's got to operate more than one mouse button. What on earth is he going to do?
See, the thing is, the one that I always find with the PC Mac debate is the upgradability, repairability, and more than anything else, fucking cost. And
Hey, Rapid X is in England.
yeah, he's in Sheffield. I'm sure he is.
How far is Sheffield from Hereford?
I don't know. Sheffield is middle-ish.
Miles?
He'll say in a minute. Now we've mentioned it. Oh no, he's
Wouldn't
living
it
in
be great to
France.
get Rapid X on the stream as well?
Rapid X is on holiday for work in England, in Sheffield. Yeah,
He'll probably be at work during the thing. That may be
he
a
probably
problem.
will.
Rapid X is in there in the chat. Is he? Who else is in the chat?
He is. Kerry Mack.
Curry Mac is in the chat.
Dick Holman. I saw an Adam L who told me to get a USB keyboard. I would have got a USB keyboard, but as with it being a laptop, I wanted it to just not have to faff about.
Yeah.
Forrest
Pete
Fletcher's
Baroob.
as always.
Rock and roll.
Pete Baroob is here. Robert Legere
Yeah.
3 or Legere 3 is here.
Rocking.
The third, I should
NANA.
say, isn't it?
Seraph.
Get in
Seraph.
there.
Rider of Dinosaurs. Hello,
Yeah.
sir.
Yeah.
How are you doing?
Who else we got? Pete Barood.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
The Apostate is here. We've already said hello.
Yeah, scenes Apostate. The regular crowd, which is quite nice. I've seen a turquoise Laura flapping about.
Hello. Getting lots of responses now. Hello. Luton, UK.
Is everyone just saying hello now, are they?
Yeah, they just want to say hello.
Thumbs up. How many? Thumbs up. How many from the UK?
Yeah, let's have some thumbs up from the UK posse, please.
Just to let you know, 105 miles Sheffield to Hereford.
Oh, so it's as far from you as I am from you.
Yeah.
Realistically,
Adam
that's
L
not
from Luton.
impossible.
And Boston. I'm guessing he means Boston, America.
No, there's a Boston
No,
in the UK,
Boston.
mate.
Yeah, but
Lincolnshire.
this is for
That
NAMA.
Lincolnshire.
I thought he was in America.
Oh, I
Wait a
see.
minute.
Sorry.
Boston, Lincolnshire.
Yeah, I thought NANA was British.
Forrest
I
Pfeiffer,
don't know.
my location is probably easily guessable.
Oh, got a few thumbs downs.
Dick Holman,
Lots.
Tatty Boogle, he's in the UK.
Pete Barub, you liar. Oh, no, there you are. Down
My
there, you put
granddad
thumbs
was
down. Okay,
Scottish.
mate.
Yeah, Boston, USA. I thought it would be because,
Yeah.
yeah, no one actually lives in Boston in the UK, let's be fair.
Yeah,
There's about
a
4
few
people in a church.
My dad lived there for a bit. That's why I know it. Otherwise,
Yeah, that's why we know no one
I'd
lives
never
there
have
now,
heard of
mate.
it. I'd never have heard of it had he not lived there, you know?
Well, I've only ever been to Boston once. I do not remember it. The only reason I remember that I've been there is because at the time I thought, there's a Boston in England too. That's the only thing about it that stuck with me at all. I don't even remember it was in Lincolnshire.
Same.
Apparently,
A
Otto von
non-place.
Skidmark married his sister.
Skidmark. Love that name.
The random stuff that people put in the chat.
Is that like Otto Van Whoops or Otto Van Power Slide?
Oh dear me, we're an international bunch. We are, Kerry. It is mad to see Americans, the Brits, bloody where is it? South Australia. The one, the one place I never see anyone from, South Africa. I've never seen anyone in my chats from South Africa.
Yeah, they're on our time as well, more or less. They're not that far off anyway.
Which is really surprising not to see any, though. It's like, oh, where are you all? Why haven't I cracked the South African market yet?
Kiri Mac. It's not often you get to type a phrase like that into the chat, is it?
Well, not unless
you guys seen that.
For Sinyog. There's a casual spaceman. Yay! South Africa is made up, apparently, according to the apostate.
Oh, of course, because it's Southern Hemisphere. Sorry, quote marks. Hemisphere.
Yeah, and obviously it's actually 3 times the size it is because that actually accounts for the flight times.
Yeah.
The oceans are 3 times smaller in the Southern Hemisphere, but the continents are 3 times larger.
All that flight time stuff is bullshit anyway, because it's based on the idea of a jet engine using fuel, and as we know, they run on compressed air because the wings are full of chem for the chemtrails, right? So, science, bitches.
Oh, we're gonna have to do a video or something on the things on chemtrails because.
We were going to do one Saturday, but sadly, AB, the bastard, has got a Ramstein gig to go to.
I know. I'm quite jealous of that. I am quite jealous of that.
He asked us to wait on chemtrails till he gets back, which is fair enough. So that will be a week Saturday. We will be covering chemtrails on the Silly Shill Show. So that'll be nice.
Yay, chemtrails. Fluff our own channel. Right, I'm going to have to excuse myself for 30 seconds. Jim Bojo, talk about compressed air, because Rider Dinosaurs says they actually run on farts.
I mean, strictly speaking, the idea of maybe running a plane on liquid petroleum gas, which could be distilled from actual farts, is plausible, but kind of pointless because the tanks weigh a lot and actually petrol's a lot more energy dense. So
it wouldn't fucking work then, would it?
Nah, not really. Well, I mean, you could get enough fuel in the fuselage to power the engines to get it to run and fly, but it wouldn't be very efficient compared to the ones we use now, so there'd be no room for passengers and stuff, and it'd be pretty slow and kind of a waste of time, really. So that's planes. Space?
Well,
the problem is, I didn't know I would be dumped in charge of a show, so now I'm going to have to turn on the radio voice and say, ladies and gentlemen, if you've got any questions that you want to ask, probably now is the time, because me and Jetman are obviously at a bit of a loss.
The funny thing is, right, mate, is I can't see any chat or anything, so I'm just like, it's like I'm chatting to you, you know, and...
I suppose it is, isn't it? Cool. So I'm just staring at these words and trying to get some sense out of them.
Read some shit out, man. Come on.
Okay. Rockets use helium. No, they don't. Devolved, I have. No, that's not how it works. Lots of our buses are now running on gas made from decomposing food waste. So close to farts. Is true. That is actually a true thing. Yeah, fair play.
I'm back now, so it's all right.
Those previous two were jokes as well, by the way. I did get that. Demonic Davros, rockets use helium. Yeah, they go up fucking fast, though, don't they? I've never seen a balloon do Mach 24.
I do have to laugh, though, Jim. You just said, I've been put in charge of this show. I didn't know it was going to happen. I logged in to the voice chat on Discord at 10:30, and there's you lot there going, "Should we do a live chat on your channel?" So it's like, "Oh, okay, then." Yeah, you two
You're
have the
fucking
idea for this chat. I've got no idea what's going on.
I'll tell you what it was, right? You know, we have our secret shill base on Discord
Yes.
where no one else can go. Although actually one or two select few do have been in there and are allowed sort of temporary access when they come on the show. Then they have to leave again, obviously, and we take the password and we give them the memory wipe out of Men in Black. But so in there earlier on, everyone from the shills was there except for Tony Stark at one point, right? Even I've just given away one of our little secret nicknames, haven't I?
Just carry
I've done
on
it. Anyway, so I gave away but we were all in there except for one of us, and we were like, we're literally all here. This never happens. We're all here and talking in voice chat. Why the fuck don't we do a shill show? And so we all hopped in voice chat, got ready, and in the end, me and Jack were the only ones who were like, yeah, I'll do it. So we thought, oh, this is no good. You can't have a 2-man shill show. What can we do? I know a man who does a lock-in at 11 o'clock of an evening. Let's have a quick word. And being the gentleman that you are, you let us come on.
Well, I thought, why not? I've just thought there is in the chat you could actually invite in if my page will work. I'll leave it as a surprise and we'll see if they log in. But that means someone in the chat who's also a YouTube producer, who I don't think has been on our show before or on one of my shows, will have to check Discord.
Can you put it in our little secret side chat so I know who you're talking about?
Oh, secret side chat, really? Oh.
This is great, isn't it? This is like having our own
Discord.
private studio. You'll never get him in, though, mate. You'll never get him in. He's just going to say no. I promise you, he'll say no, and he'll be pushed back quite hard on it. He'll be nice, but
he's here and he's online. What else is he going to do?
He won't want to. I promise. I think he should, but he won't. So everybody, check. Is it you? Have you won the golden ticket? Are you coming to Willy Wonka's factory?
Check your Discord. We might have the link.
Where did you put it? General chat?
You've been on before. We need to let other people on. Oh, he said no. He can't make any noise. Damn it. See, if we don't tell anyone who it is, no one can be disappointed about it.
Indeed.
No, I still don't know who it is.
I could just invite Kerry Mack.
Oh, you don't, because you don't have the secret. Do you have the voice chat on your phone?
Sorry?
Have you got the text chat in the actual Hangout that we're using? You can access that from your phone. Dead air. Say something, barman.
He's going to get technical now. He's going to.
No, man, I can't. This is
really?
I am talking. I just said it's getting technical now. Jack Monk's going to drop out.
Wait there. What's this? Maybe you're right. I found some messaging shit.
Looks like
he's found stuff.
Rock and roll. Fuck, it does that.
Do you know what? I'm going to write something in our secret text chat as well, because I think there's an idea there that we should probably try. How about this person?
Oh, here's some shameless promo. What have you just posted? Because I was just in the. Do you know what's amusing?
What?
I literally was about to send the same person a link.
Uh-huh.
I'm not even joking. I've literally just sent that.
That person will be fun, I suspect.
What I will do, though,
Yeah,
is the person we did want to have on has asked if we can do some shameless promoing.
of course.
So in the link now, you'll see a Teesprings link for Rider of Dinosaurs, because unfortunately
Rider
he
of
couldn't come on the show.
Dinosaurs. Yeah. It's a shame unfortunately he has home commitments, he can't come on, but
his flatmate's asleep on the sofa, apparently.
yeah. Well, this is it. When I did an interview with him, we had to time it very carefully.
Well, I can't fucking find any chat, man.
Well, it was Rider of Dinosaurs. That's who our guest that we invited on was.
Well, who else?
2 feet away they are.
It's fine. It's not a problem. You can't always be on. That's okay.
Can anyone do a backflip?
Everyone's a bit of a
Can
Can someone do a backflip?
Yeah.
What a random question to ask. No, I can't do a backflip. I'm fat.
I could do one off of something into water, but not just like a standing backflip.
Oh, I can do that. Yeah. Or I can do a forward flip off into water.
But not a backflip, no.
No, not a proper one.
That was a. Chipmunk just wants to show off because he can do a backflip from a tree while hanging from his tail.
Yeah.
Yeah. I normally throw up afterwards, but you know, do it.
Nice.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, that sudden shock impact does make you puke sometimes.
Yeah.
When I first started doing motor racing, I got that a little bit. It's not like motion sickness. It's like when you do a crest, you fly like 120 feet and then you land really heavily. There's a big bang and it sloshes your guts around and you want to puke.
Yeah, especially when you've had 15 bottles of vodka and 12 pints.
Oh, I see. Is that why you usually do a backflip?
Well, the secret person I've invited is just on Discord writing something, so we'll see if they turn up.
Ooh,
With a beer
what
in
will
hand.
it be?
I don't know. I'm not feeling positive because I can't say I've seen them ever on a show.
No.
They've got a lot happening in the background, but they would like to come on to the next one. Yay!
Okay, well, yay.
How
Can
many
we say who it is? Ask that person.
Kerry Mack.
If we can say who it is. Hey, Kerry Mack.
Oh,
He's a lot of fun. All over Discord
Yeah.
and Twitter. I see you everywhere. You
All
are
over
everywhere.
Discord, yeah.
All times and places. So hello.
Bless her. She was in one of my premieres, and I gave her a wrench. I thought I've seen her about so many times. I've seen her on
Not a wrench. It's a
Creaky
spanner.
Blinders and stuff like that. Oh, okay, sorry, I'm getting Americanized. I gave her a spanner. That just sounds dirty, though.
Do you know what? I've started changing. Do you know my show, The Skeptic Files?
Yeah,
which no
yeah,
one's
yeah.
seen, the big
Spanner.
secret. It's spelt with a K, which is the American spelling. And I did it by accident at first without thinking. And of course, now I'm there. I'm happy with it. It's fine. It's not a problem. But my parents, God bless them, who are the sort of classical English person who would like their son to use correct English, have already said, you do realize the word skeptical is spelt with a C, don't you? It's like, oh, for God's sake.
I know.
Doesn't matter, does it?
I know. I spelled it with a C first time. I see Team Skeptic spells it with a K, and I was like confused. Then.
Well, the Americans do it with a K.
Oh, well,
We do it with a C.
It is C, isn't it? The correct.
It is in this country, yeah. We spell it with a C. Yeah. The problem is it looks a bit like septic.
Spell everything right.
But up until this point, I always thought, shit, I really thought it was spelled with a K. Do you know what? Because I've got a fucking iPhone, that spells it with a K, not a fucking C.
Ivan Skidmark is saying he wants to know if I they speak the Afrikaans on
Oh, you roboted there, mate.
Yeah, man.
Oh,
Say that again.
He's
when someone's saying it to me. But I can speak one phrase in.
We
Sorry.
lost you there, mate. You have to say all that again.
Oh, sorry. Otto von Skidmark said, "Spraken ze Afrikaans on Alas Smith and Jones." Speaking Afrikaans on Alas Smith and Jones. I can recognise it when you're speaking it to me, but I can't speak it. I'm afraid. I do one phrase in Nkosa or Ngosa, right? Which is Nansen Goya Babagiti Baba, which is the line at the start of The Lion King. I might be the only person you know who actually knows what that line actually means in English, and it's basically, "Oh look, a lion! Look out, a lion!" That's it. And then you say it again and again and again and again. It's Nansen Goya, which is sort of like, look there, see that. Baba, a lion. Giti Baba, comes here, a lion. So it's like, oh look, a lion. There's a lion coming.
fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've got some help we can talk about.
Ja, väldigt stolt guy.
Oh, go on. I thought Monkey was saying something then.
Fy fan alltså, förstår du ingenting?
Oh, is that a bit of Norwegian?
Ja.
Nice.
Förstår du lite norsk?
I do not speak it, but I can hear it when you speak
still
it.
just makes me think of, what's the rapper's name? Ninja somebody or something. That South African rapper with, I can't remember his name. He was in the film with the robot. Bollocks.
This is not helping, barman.
No, it's not. It's not.
I need better
What
stuff,
language
more
is that,
clues.
barman? Fucking hell, man. Is that my language?
I'll find it.
There's bollocks and fucking hells in there.
Yeah,
the song was
I
Enter
got no
the
fucking
Ninja.
idea.
Enter the Ninja. Die Antwoord.
Okay.
That was it. Die Antwoord.
Okay.
Because he sounds, obviously, because he's South African. Robert, they're starting to put it even before I bloody said it myself. But yeah, Die Antwoord. God, he's got some really weird music videos.
I like Nana said, in the US, we speak America. That's great. Yeah,
Yeah,
you
that's
do.
just shitting.
God damn.
I'm so terrible. I'm going to
you-
lose all my subscribers from America.
Have you guys seen David Bowie's last music video?
No,
Which
I
was the
never
last
saw it,
one? I've
so I
seen
haven't
a
seen
lot of his very last work because it was all at the
Yeah.
time. I was like, "Oh, this is all really poignant, isn't it? It's almost like he's
Yeah,
saying
it's
goodbye." And then
if you
it's like
haven't,
he
right,
died.
One thing you must do if you haven't watched it, watch it, because he's in bed and it's like he's giving out his life in his song, and he's on a
Oh,
trip, and then,
I've seen that one. Yeah. I've
and
seen
3
it.
days later he died,
Yeah, man.
and he had
He
to
knew.
finish
He knew the
that.
whole
He said,
time.
and he actually said, "I have to finish this album." I bought that album.
Yeah, man. That's
I haven't
cool.
bought an album in absolutely years.
I buy CDs still.
Oh,
My wife buys CDs almost every week. When she goes shopping, she comes back with another CD.
Yeah, man. I like to have hard copy. It's just me, you know. I got 3007-inch, about 2012-inch.
Jesus wept.
I've
I've
got-
got like
In the lot.
112-inch, and I thought that was impressive.
I've got a reasonable collection of music. I've got a couple of these folders with CDs in.
Yeah, I've got loads of them as well.
I don't tend to buy any music anymore simply because most of the new stuff is shit.
No, there's some decent
Live
decent
is
tunes
the
that come out
place.
from time to time.
Live is the new place to see your new music now, and then you'll find it because it's all sort of schisming. I mean, the most recent stuff I really like is Chasing Status. I've been enjoying a little bit of that recently, but that's not that new anymore.
No.
I don't know. Shut up, Mike. You're into your music way more than me. You know all this
He
stuff.
is.
Yeah, well, I like so much, mate. From like Sam Cooke to Bob Marley to Pink Floyd to Iron Maiden to Metallica to Sepultura, Pantera.
Oh, mate, we sound like we got the same music taste because all mine just sort of stopped in about 2002 is my problem.
And then, and then I can say things like Oasis, Nirvana, Pulp, Blur.
Yeah.
I've seen all them as well.
Nice.
Bon Jovi, Def Leppard, fucking hell, man. All sorts
All
of
right,
shit.
who was
And some
the
of it
first
great.
group you saw live, like big proper artist?
Iron
Do
Maiden.
first and last. I'm nice.
Iron Maiden.
Nice.
Oi, oi,
I
Savaloy.
was 15.
Oi, oi!
Oi,
The Couch
Spaceman!
Replacement's here.
Oi, oi.
Hello.
Oi,
Right.
oi.
Jimbo Joe, who's the first artist you saw live?
It was Iron Maiden.
You saw
Oh.
Iron Maiden as well?
Yeah,
Fuck my
that's
life.
my first ever live performance.
My first ever concert I ever
Monsters
went
of
to see
Rock.
was Queen,
Ah,
Fucking
cool.
hell.
Wow.
1986.
Oh,
you got-
mate, the year we were born.
Two Iron Maidens.
Oh, man.
I feel
Break
bad
it up.
now because my first one was the Prodigy.
Oh, nothing wrong
Oh,
with Prodigy,
cool.
that's
I've
all
seen
right.
them.
Nothing
I've
wrong
seen
with the
them.
Prodigy. They're just not as good as either of those two other bands. Like,
I'm
fuck that,
And the last big concert I went to was Rod Stewart. That was all right.
That's
No.
quite cool.
Yeah.
What's the wildest gig you've ever been to?
Probably Queen, actually. No. I went to see a tribute of well, not a tribute, a whole load of different heavy metal bands in the Astoria in London. That was pretty wild, actually.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bet that was pretty. Yeah. Jump, man.
Yeah.
What were you saying?
I've attended the largest in history, the largest illegal event in history in this country. I was
Nice. What was that to?
there.
Oh, can you...
Literally just down the road from where I live. Lexlade. My
Oh.
sister took me when I was 16, and it was about 25,000 people, and it went on for 3 days, and then the
Nice.
police raided it, but we'd already left. And
Yeah, man, free parties ain't what they
never
used to
forget
be.
that. That was my first thing. Is as we mentioned, like Iron Maiden, and I was into all that. And then my sister took me to a rave, and I was just like, "Fucking hell!" And then I was into dance music as well.
I remember my
Bandit.
first rave.
Yeah. But then DJing, I've just listened to a lot more dance music. You know, occasionally I
Can't get into
listen
my
to
dance.
different things.
Can't get
but
into dance.
Oh, mate, I love a bit
What?
of dance. I like IDM a lot, actually, though. Like, real... Do you guys know
That's-
Chris Clark? He was Clark in his later years.
Doesn't sound familiar.
No.
But
Apparently not. He's...
It's, sort of- I
It's
don't
just
know
some
if it's
crazy,
you know.
crazy stuff that he does. It's sort of like confused mixed beats, like the time signatures change all the time. It almost
Well,
doesn't sound like it
bit-
should be music, but it's just
Bit like what are they
Aphex
called?
Twin.
Aphex Twin.
Yeah, same sort of thing. Yeah, but even more seriously, Chris Clark, Clarence Park. You guys should try that album. It's a bit crazy. You might find it too much, but give it a go.
No, I listen to it. I either like it or I don't. You know?
Yeah.
I went
exactly.
to Glastonbury once to have my tent stolen by some Welshmen. Not that I could ever prove it was them, but.
I'll tell you a funny story about Glastonbury. I've been 3 times: 94, 95, and 97.
Yeah.
In 95, someone I worked with, he went up on the Thursday. We were going on the Friday, but he went up on the Thursday, drove his car up there on his own, parked up on the grass verge, took some acid, walked in, got in, saw a sign that said, any cars parked on a grass verge will be impounded. So he's turned round and he's walked back out and he can't find his car. So he's looking around for ages and he's thinking, oh, don't say they've taken it already. Then he's gone to the police or whatever, trying to find out if it's being impounded. Then there's a few things start going off, and he wanted to see and he's missing out and he's looking around for ages. In the end, it stresses him out so much. And this is before mobile phones or anything, that he's literally contacted his dad and got his dad to come and pick him up. And then we've arrived at Glastonbury. We know nothing, And anyway, we get back. We go to the festival. We get back, and he tells us his story. Yeah, I've lost my car, and it's not been impounded. We're back at work. This is like the following Thursday. He gets a phone call. Oh, we found your car parked on the grass verge.
It was still there.
Yeah.
Oh, that is epic.
I've got some news to share with you.
Go on, that's why I invited you on. You said you had news. I thought, oh yeah, news is good. We like news.
I can now upload videos. Yeah.
Hey!
Oh yeah, you were on cool, weren't you?
Congratulations.
Freaking laugh.
What was going on with it?
I have not. I don't really know. Although I've got my suspicions. What I did today was I basically factory reset my PC today.
Also, it's
and literally just 20 minutes ago, had it all finished. It was all finished. And then,
I saw the pop-up come up. Yeah.
We've got a pig in the house. Hello, look a pig. How you doing, mate?
Bacon.
Oi, oi.
He's muted at present. I think he was going on a call on Discord, but I did invite him in anyway.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe he'll come back.
He was after if he could do a couple of guest passes to the Shields channel, so he could do a voice chat on there. And I said that's fine, but obviously it's a temporary pass for the people he's invited on. Secrets who get invited on. It keeps it full of mystery.
Dude, I'm going to go in and look now. Sort of wave bacon around.
You're going to be nosy.
Oh, thank you for the bacon, Rider of Dinosaurs. Appreciate it. We always like some bacon. Plenty of it as well. I'm in voice chat already somehow. That's bizarre.
Yeah, I was whispering in your ear and you didn't hear me.
I could hear that and I was thinking, fuck, who is doing this? Right, hello. Do you want me to leave voice chat?
So am I allowed here or am I excommunicated?
You're allowed, of course you're allowed here.
Figure this one out now.
Just so you know, look, you are live. We are doing a show. Just in case you wanted anything that was didn't want to be talked about, that was fine. We have said we were going to avoid talking about any drama subjects on this live show, just because we're having a chilly live show. Only if you want to talk about things afterwards, more than welcome to a live chat afterwards. But yeah,
I can respect that.
Call it over and then grab yourself a beer.
Beer.
I'm under the legal drinking age, so go ahead and supply me one.
In which country?
Yeah, not here,
in the UK. We'll get you rotted.
Yeah, you're only 20, aren't you? 21 in
I never get that in America. You can't drink till 21. But is it the same in all of the states?
No, but do you know what?
Yes.
In Norway,
it's federal.
Sorry, go for it.
It is federal, but one of the amazing things is I cannot drink until I'm 21, but the age of 17 I can enlist into the armed forces.
Yes, I know.
That's crazy.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
So I can go. Like there's been cases where teenagers goes to Iraq, gets fucked up, gets home, and then can't drink his sorrows away.
No. Rider of Dinosaurs just
man.
pointed out you can also buy a gun at 16 in America.
Yeah.
Actually, younger, depending
you want
on
a gun
your
at
civil guardian.
Oh yeah.
You can
If
have
you
a
want a gun in
gun.
this country
but
at
you
16, you
can't
join
have
the
a
army.
beer.
It's fine.
Yeah.
For like my second birthday, my grandmother gave me a shotgun and a rifle.
Yeah, actually, I got a shotgun when I was about 9 years old, and I'm from England. There are plenty of guns in this country.
Yeah,
You
there
just
are.
I
have
was
to be
about
legal.
2
It's
or
like
3.
in that film, innit? There's more when
Everyone
Yeah,
in the countryside, everyone and their grandmas is packing guns.
Yeah, yeah,
That's it,
absolutely.
everyone.
We've all got shotties, mate.
When's that
All of
from?
us.
Hot
I mean,
Fuzz.
Hot
my
fuzz.
shotguns are like tools rather than weapons. My
Everyone
weapons are
else
like
is
I've got a
packing.
huge selection of bows and arrows and crossbows and things. The shotgun's just a machine for killing things.
We
Really.
noticed that in your videos. We noticed you're and you're sitting in your behind you. There's a crossbow or two, and well, some arrows at least. Anyway.
Yeah.
There's some arrows, there's a crossbow
I
hanging
want
up.
you to do
I've got a
your
gun on the
Shields
shelf.
Call video. I want you to do your Shields Call video of you sort of sat there with your camera as you do, and have the
Yeah.
arrow literally land there and go, oh shit.
See, I wanted that to happen, but how the hell am I going to fire an arrow at my crotch and be absolutely certain that I'm going to be fine?
You
All
don't.
right, first
you
you
put it on
put
a
a
string.
steel plate, okay?
Yeah, you
But
put it on
like a nice metal cup.
See, I do it in reverse.
Oh hell no!
I do it in reverse. I'd sit there, say, oh shit, with the arrow already there,
And then
and
pull
have
it out
a string
somehow.
that just flies it backwards.
Actually,
And then do it in reverse.
okay, what you do is you put on the ceiling a little hook, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then you have it there, okay? And then like your hands off to the side where no one can see it.
That
and it's
hook thing's
between
not going to
there.
work in a rented flat. I can't put a hole in the
Oh,
ceiling.
okay,
Look,
okay.
actually, to be honest, there are a number of different ways I could achieve something like that. I'll have a look into it. I'm an engineer at heart. I can do this stuff.
If you hear any explosions, I'm not getting shot at. I know with me being an American, it might be the first thing that comes to your mind. It's the 4th of July, where we celebrate something about a ship.
Oh,
if I
no, it's
recall.
not. It's
I
the
mean,
5th of July.
I don't know. Our countries used to fight. We didn't like each other for a bit, and then the bit before that, we were the same place. I don't really know.
Yeah.
I'm not sure
think
I
we're
care.
the
But we
same
have a fireworks day as well.
As I remember my history, we were the same country, sort of. We were in charge. Then you pissed off the French. We had to go to war with France over there. We then
Yeah,
charged
cheers for that.
Yeah. We then charged you tax for sending our troops over. You said, no, we don't want to pay tax for you defending us from the French. We said, okay, we won't then. You then said, this is still not good enough, dumped a load of tea, declared independence, eventually beat us on the war with the help of the French. The entire
You
people we went to war
bastards.
with.
Yeah, but
You joined the war with the French.
Years.
We
We
got
then
our
came
ticket
back and burnt Washington to the ground. Yeah.
Mm. Yeah.
That's what you call a double play right there.
American
Yeah,
history in
that's a
20
long
American
game.
history in 20 seconds.
Yeah. Who was the winner from the War of Independence? The French. That was
Yeah.
it. The French. They won. They lost one war, so they backed you, so they'd at least win one.
Interesting fact: the White House is the White House because you had to paint all the burn marks after the English burned the first lockdown.
Fucked it over.
Yeah.
I never heard that before.
Yeah.
Hey,
Oh yeah.
Hold on.
Oh yeah.
It's not like we cared about the White House that much. I mean, we have a Capitol building in each state.
I guess.
True, but let's be fair. After the
But
War
we
of
have a town
1812,
hall,
you
don't
did
we?
have to rebuild most of Washington DC. We did.
I
Sort
mean,
of
you know,
go there and
Who
fuck
really
it up.
cares about DC that much?
People who
long
live in
term,
DC.
they got rockets and we got
Yeah,
the BBC.
but that's like
and to
saying,
be honest,
you
I
know-
think I'd prefer the rockets.
I care more
what
about
to do.
Boston than I do DC.
True. Yeah, Boston's where Fallout 4's set, so yeah.
We have to preserve
Gay.
Boston for the bombs.
Oh dear. Right, we need a topic to talk about. We can't talk about the War of Independence all night. So
I can't. I've run out of knowledge.
Can I just answer somebody said in the chat, Adam Warlock, he said, wait, did I imagine the previous Casual Spaceman videos? No, you haven't imagined them. They are real. But the last few videos were live shows, and also I haven't been able to upload a video and publish a video properly since the last week and a bit. There you go. Saves me typing all that out. Thank you.
Yeah, you haven't got the. See, I was being really helpful today in some flat Earth God-loving person's chat. He did an apology video because he couldn't live stream. He had 1,000 subscribers, and as we all know, you can live stream with less than 1,000 subscribers. You just can't mobile live stream.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, exactly.
Need to do this, need to do that. He says, "Well, it basically came down to I'm not going to listen to you because if God wanted me to live stream, I would."
Oh, God.
Well, okay then.
What does God have to do with YouTube's decision on?
What a pile of underwear.
I don't know if I should be giving the game away on this one, but actually, you can live stream on a mobile phone. All you have to do is select desktop, and it fucking works. It's hilarious.
There you go.
They've made no effort to stop it at all. They're like, all right, here's our token gesture. Will the press please now fuck off, and we can carry on doing exactly what we've always been doing, which is not really giving a shit about any of this stuff, really.
Oh, right. So now you've just let out the secret to some nutters that are going to go and shoot people while they're live streaming. Nice one. Well done, Jimbo. I'm only joking.
Yeah, at least we'll have video evidence of it, though, right? It'll be easy to put them away.
Exactly. Well, if it does happen again, we know to blame them, don't we?
Yeah. Speaking of 1,000 subscribers, I think I'm on like 280. I'm on 284 because I've actually lost a subscriber this week, so that's quite gutting. But
I've lost one.
I was on 285 this morning, and since my video on Evolution, I lost one. So I'm like, oh,
it was me.
Was it
I
you?
couldn't believe that video. Evolution's a lie. How could you? I hate you. My holy book. What could you?
What? A couple of my flurf rants have lost me subscribers.
I bet you have. I'm surprised you haven't got a higher attrition rate. You should have turnover, is what you should have. You're like, well, I've had 30 out, I've had 80 in this week, so we're on good numbers.
Chuck, can I ask you a question? Was it your ever plan to ever monetize your YouTube channel?
Say again.
Was it ever your plan to monetize your YouTube channel?
Well,
You
it
could
was
pay
to
them
start
bananas.
with.
Because I've got news for you. It ain't going to happen. I can tell you that much.
If you bleep out the swearing, it's going to be about 40% beep, isn't it? So,
Exactly.
I have.
Let's be fair. Go on, Monk.
I have been thinking
No,
about
you
doing
go.
a sober monkey channel where
ooh.
and I could be really, really insulting without the expletives, man. It's all about being smart, but I can still fucking strip you bare without any F words.
Oh, you do you mean posh swearing? Is that what you mean?
Yes.
Oh,
Acceptable
God damn you.
words.
Yeah. Let's be fair. Out of the shills who are on now, Jimbo Joe's got the only chance of becoming a monetized channel. Myself and Gut Monk are screwed, royally fucking screwed.
Yeah, but that's why I just got my fucking head
videos.
now. That's why
if I do any more anti-vax videos,
fuck 'em.
The thing
I
is,
have
you
to
say that
say,
mine's the least likely to get monetized on the grounds that I've got like 123 subscribers in the last 3.5-4 months, and you guys are pushing 300, 400, 500, 600. I don't think I'm ever going to reach the 1,000 anyway, man. I'd have to talk to 1,000 people before I get 1,000 subscribers, basically.
No,
and I'm not even sure all of them have subbed.
No, I think if you can get someone like Creaky on, Radical, Sir Sick, any of the sort of big ones like that, I just mentioned my 3 favouriteest YouTubers, then you'll pull some in. And I think
I want
Radical.
I want the smaller producers though. I like talking to people who've got like less than 100 or maybe less than 500 or
but that's what
I'm waiting for my collab to come out with Constable Conspicuous and Conspiracy Cats is involved.
Fucking hell.
I have to say,
I like that.
Jimbo, you can mix it up a little bit. You can have smaller subscribers that every now and again have a big one on, and you know you that way you'll.
Oh yeah. I mean, GM Furbalong was one of my most recent ones.
I'll tell you what. To the shills, if you interact, like go log in as the shills and interact, or just interact with the people on the shills channel, you'll pick up subs.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, I was going to say, have you done Casual Spaceman? I know he's a bit boring, but he might be worth an interview.
I haven't done
you don't want me on.
I like
At the moment, you've got to wait about 3 weeks, though, so you might as well
Yeah.
wait for me to get back to you, because I have got a list that's quite long. I've got to get
Yeah,
through.
definitely. As far as Pfeiffer says, we need Simon Dan. Yeah, I do love Simon Dan, but
Oh yeah.
see, Simon Dan,
Yeah.
another month, you might get a chance of getting someone like Simon Dan, or we might get a chance of getting Simon Dan, because it'll be summer holidays and he's a teacher. He'll have some time off.
Is he a teacher as well, is he? I didn't know that.
I thought,
Yeah, him and Boldies are both teachers, aren't
I
they?
was under the impression that he was being a YouTube creator full time. I thought he quit his job and he was doing it full time.
He's got
What
his
he
own
could
business.
do.
Huh?
He's got his own business.
Yeah.
He
Oh, is he?
mentioned that in his video. I don't
Yeah,
know.
he did actually, didn't he?
If we had a Jim Bojo Simon Dan interview, we'd know this shit.
That's true.
This is true.
See,
Maybe
everyone
I'll send him an
cares.
email.
Jim Bojo, sort it out. Sort it out.
Yeah, I'll send him an email.
Dan is not a teacher, Robert says.
I'll tell you what, I've had a very busy
Ah.
week. We've got some interesting stuff coming in the future. The new Shield Show stuff's going to be amazing. And I've got some other stuff later down the line, which will have to remain secret. We'll see about that. I can't really give much away.
I've just been corrected in the chat. Simon Dan is a private tutor who owns his own tutoring service.
There you go.
And Serif was just asking, Conspiracy Cat isn't a teacher anymore, is he? Question mark. So we shall find out. But it's always good to know this stuff. So
No, I'm pretty sure.
private
Conspiracy
tutor.
Cats is still a teacher. I'm pretty sure of that.
Oh, I think he's not
yeah.
still a
What
teacher.
about
I'm
Bobby
pretty sure he said in his videos that he's no longer a teacher at one
I
point.
tell you what,
okay.
I'm pretty sure the Sarcastic Barman's still got a pub.
I have.
Yeah.
It might not look it right now, but I do. It's literally the other side of two walls that way.
Yes.
We got all
I hope
your
so.
picture on the side of your TV. Lovely.
Well, I mean, at this
one
rate-
of my TV,
And your
which
dog.
my wife is currently playing games on. 2 of my dogs, and the other one is now sat on the sofa with the wife. So,
Oh,
hello,
Lovely
wife.
family.
domestic bliss.
You probably can't hear that, so she's very quiet. She's concentrating on
He's
games.
very tolerant.
She is, to be fair. She hasn't
Oh,
hit me yet.
Goodness sake, I don't want to swear now I know your family are around.
My wife swears worse than you, mate.
Oh, fucking hell. It's like the funny thing was in the Shields when my mum come in the chat and I said at the end of the night, I've just seen my mum in the chat and I think it was Ryder said, oh, you better not swear because your mum's here. And I was like, fuck off. My mum taught me how to. I learned. How to
Oh
swear.
yeah, I remember hearing that. Yeah, that was funny.
I was
My
gonna.
mum's got a fouler mouth than me. She uses words I won't.
I've spelt Chihuahua so wrong. Turquoise Laura's asking what dogs I've got. I've got 2 Shih Tzus and 1 long-haired Chihuahua, and I've literally spelt Chihuahua as Chow Wow Wah.
I didn't share that.
That's fucking terrible.
My dogs.
I blame the dyslexia.
Chihuahua.
Yeah.
That is astonishing.
Yes, it's terrible.
Do you want to hear some
I think
dogs?
I'll put the correct one below it.
What were you saying,
There you
Piggy?
go.
He
I was
said,
going to say, you want to hear some dogs, and then my dog was barking.
Hey, what dog have you got, Piggy?
I have as a lab, a boxer, and then a fucking ankle biter, an Australian cattle dog.
Oh,
Fair
yeah.
Cattle dog. All right.
Wiry little buggers they are. It's
Never heard of
not
them.
complete. Hang about. I'll see if I can post a link in the chat for you, mate.
My other 2 dogs don't want to come over, and the other one's just happily wagging its tail, looking at me while snuggled up with the wife. Bloody dogs. They're quite happy, just chilled over there. That's a great comeback. Oh, why are you always hating? Oh, God. Chihuahua. Yeah, there was no way I was going to spell that, Jim. Oh, God, my spelling is terrible. Oh, my God, that's a long link. What the hell have you just posted, Jim?
What is that link?
It's
Good,
a
innit?
dog. Oh, it's the Australian
Spaceman.
link.
Spaceman.
Just.
Did you watch my video?
I haven't yet, mate. No, I'm sort of catching up with things at the moment because I've been sorting my computer out, but I will do.
It's not exactly a short one.
No,
Yeah.
it's not a 2-minute rant for once. It's a proper video.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, man, it's awesome. Really good. Everyone in the chat needs to check that out as well. If you're not a Jutmonk subscriber, what is fucking wrong with you?
Yeah.
It's probably because they can't spell the name.
subscriber,
That's
what's
probably
wrong?
it. They just haven't been able to spell it and they haven't found it yet. It's Jutmonk, Jutmonk, the drunk monkey. Nice and easy. Find
Well,
it.
I'm
click
sure
it.
Nice
if
and
you ask
easy, that
really
one.
nicely,
Mhm.
one of my lovely moderators will put a link to Chuck Muck's channel and Jim Bojo's channel in the chat.
Ooh,
While
that'd be
I put a
fun.
link to my Teespring and say buy my crap.
I have now got a personalised URL as well, so it's all pretty.
You
It
have
just
got-
says
you
How
have
many
Jim
prompts
Bojo.
do you need for a personalized
I have.
URL?
I have
Sorry?
a personalized URL.
How many
Sarcastic.
steps do you need for one?
Is anybody actually bought your crap, as you call it?
I think I've sold 2.
Well, don't stop calling it crap then, and that's- people might.
Yeah, man.
Sorry, super
What did you
quickly to
sell?
respond to Otto von Skidmark. Can I just really quickly, right?
Yeah.
If you, I'll tell you what, I will get Creaky on for an interview. I will start sending him emails. But if anyone else thinks that's a good idea, perhaps you could send him a little comment as well to maybe help sway his opinion a little bit. You know what I mean? Because that would be nice of you. And yeah, I'll have him on the show if I can get him on the show.
It's only Creaky. Just shoot him a message on Discord.
I know
Yeah,
I can do that, but you know, he's a busy man.
No, he's interactive, man. I speak to Creaky often. I
Yeah.
don't. If I
He's been in my pub.
tag him from time to time, I'll go, Creaky, I'll check this out or whatever. He responds.
Well, cool.
No one's
Well,
been in your
Yeah,
pub.
Creaky
Yeah,
It's
he's
a
at
fake
work.
pub. It doesn't exist, damn it.
What doesn't exist, Piggy?
The pub. It's on his head. He lives in a padded room, guys.
it's a
Come on.
NASA lie.
I live wherever NASA tells me I'm going to live.
It's a green screen. It actually just takes photographs of people's houses and a pub, and he just puts it on a green screen. And sits in
That's
front of it.
why I can't actually move from this spot. If I do, I'll knock the screen over behind me.
Yeah,
I've
exactly.
just noticed actually, the Casual Spaceman, you've forgotten to turn your green screen on. Everyone can see it. You should obviously be floating in the International Space Station, right?
Obviously, yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
I like that.
Oops,
The
never mind.
camera software I've got, I can do that, which is I'm quite looking forward to doing that one day.
Oh, you've got to play. Yeah, that'd be fun.
Oh yes.
Yeah, I haven't actually put my green screen to its really good use. You can do so much more than I've been doing. So I'll probably mess about with a few videos and stuff like that and see how it goes.
Casual, I have a critique real quick.
Go on, then.
Tap your microphone, the one in front of you.
Yeah, what about it?
Tap it. Yeah, you're not talking into that one.
Oh no?
No.
Oh
No.
hell!
I thought you sounded a bit weak this evening.
I'm
What's
talking
going on?
into mine. Mine's on a little bar.
Yeah, I've got my
I
lovely
love
radio
Wish.com.
mic.
I'll soon change that. Hold on.
So go on, Spaceman. Where did you get your green screen from?
I got it from Amazon. All it is just the material.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
And I've done a
Big
proper
green.
DIY job because I had some pipe, some plastic pipe.
Mhm.
Okay. So what I does, I basically affixed it to the plastic pipe, and I put it on a string, and it's just hung above the ceiling from there, up against the wall. That's all I've done. Cheap as chips. And that material cost me
I would recommend
about £4.
I would recommend switching your microphone and also getting rid of the wrinkles within the green screen.
I will. I'm changing my microphone now. Thank you, Dad.
It's okay, son. I'm here for you.
My microphone, cheapest they had on Wish.com. And fair play,
Uh-huh.
I'm quite chuffed with it because it's got a lovely little stand with it. So if I ever upgrade, I have a stand. And my green screen as well was £20 off Wish.com. But it doubles up to use as a cinema projection screen because it came with a white screen, a green screen, and a black screen. So that's quite nice.
Ah, nice. I would actually offer a critique of my own to the Casual Spaceman's miking position. I would have it the other way up and below rather than up there like that. So sort of pointing up, as it were. You'll get a better reception
Is
from
it
a
a
mic like that if it's
BM800?
below the mouth. Because it gets the nose sort of air as well, which is when you speak, the air that's coming out of your mouth and nose moves diagonally downwards, and you want to catch that on the mic instead of having to shout up at it.
I did have it like that for a while. Oh, by the way, is that
Hey.
same by the way? Is that? I
Yeah,
got it
you're
yeah.
talking into the wrong side of the microphone.
No,
Yeah.
I'm not. I'm not talking on the wrong side of the microphone. I guarantee I'm not.
Fucking dork.
I didn't even know I could talk into the wrong side of this microphone, but I can.
Yeah,
Huh.
you should
The
be
reason
speaking.
why I know
That's a BM800, right?
The reason why it's not.
Yeah.
The reason why it's not. I'm not. I know I'm not talking the wrong side is because it's got Niwa at the front here, and that's how I've checked.
Okay.
That's
Yeah,
right.
if you,
Okay.
I think you with the BM800 you have to speak into the side with the BM800's part, not the newer part.
What? So you
Because they-
reckon I should be that way round?
I don't know. It's been a while since I had a BM800.
Oh my god, he's giving this advice.
Come on.
You know,
I'm just
I thought-
guessing, man.
By the way, is
I
it
thought-
now? Is it coming out? This microphone? Is it coming? Is it working through?
That
Yeah,
is the right mic. That is
that better,
annoyingly
isn't it?
loud. Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Didn't you not know that? Didn't you not know that?
No,
Not
what?
I mean, I
What?
thought everyone who's not a monkey knew that.
no.
What?
That you had to talk on one side of a mic.
Oh no,
Yeah.
I knew one side, but I didn't know that this one was different on both sides. I thought with it being a cheap one, it wouldn't matter.
Hey,
no,
Spaceman, give
it
us a little
does.
test
I
with audio.
think they're
Yeah.
better.
Cheap ones. It matters even more because they have this slightly older fashioned single side diaphragm.
Oh, there. By the way, to answer your comment, Jimbo Joe, I tried it facing downwards. You've got a good point though about the sound. Though I must admit, I might look into that, position it better. But it was just getting in my way a lot of the time. But actually, when I'm actually doing published videos, I do have it down below. It's just that when I'm doing this sort of stuff, I have it above because it's so much simpler.
When I do my interviews, I actually have to have it above my head and off to one side, which is not ideal. I have to fuck around with the sound a bit because it can't be in the way while I'm chatting away. But right now, I've got the boom arm right down. It's sort of below chin level. It's all nice and radio, AM, AM radio soundy.
I can pretend to be an old radio producer and have it right next to my face, but I have no idea what this sounds like.
Pinch your nose.
Face. Whoa.
Pinch your nose.
This is the BBC Home Service. Welcome to the BBC.
You've got to block your nose.
Welcome to the BBC. This
Look
is
at that.
BBC Home Service.
Instant posh.
Or you can have one of those ones where they do the sports commentators ones when they have the thing over it and you can talk like that and like that. You know? Yeah, like that.
All right. I want to test something real quick. I want to test something.
Go on.
So my laptop has a microphone built in, but I've never
Okay.
seen a laptop with like 3 microphones built in.
Right.
So if you're listening, I'm going to gently rub my finger over from one side to the other, and you should hear a transition.
Rub your finger what?
I'm going to rub my finger. Here you go. Which microphone was it?
Left.
I don't know. It just sounds the same to me from my point of view.
It's this one?
See, I
Or this
just hear a
Yes.
Okay. So this is only using one microphone out of the 3. That's interesting.
Pirate
bizarre.
underwear.
I need to have to look into that.
Yeah.
Dead air, say something.
Yeah.
Sarcastic.
So
Farming,
So
say something.
I have a question about the whole custom URLs for YouTube,
Yeah.
right? I'm new to YouTube. I just started a channel, right?
Uh-huh.
How long does it take to hit 100 subs? And also, when do you get a custom URL?
custom URL is after 100 subs.
Uh-huh.
Reaching 100 subs will depend
It
on
really
your
depends.
channel.
You could go in a week, you could do it in a month.
Well, did Marvel Girl hit it in a day?
Yeah.
For me, like it took.
She
me
hit
a while.
1,000 in a day. Thank you.
Yeah, quite.
There we go then.
There you go.
Yeah.
So yeah, mine took a couple of weeks and I hit 100. And I was still surprised at that people actually watch this shit. But I am wondering in chat why people are talking about boobies.
Why
So-
not? Why would you not want to talk about boobies?
What's wrong with talking about boobies?
Mary Mac started it. I'm not sure why. She just went boobies.
Boobies are great.
They are great, and it's just very random. I don't mind random, but does Kerry Mac want us to talk about boobies? Is she recommending something?
Who needs a reason? Damn right, Robert yeah.
I was going to say something, but I better not actually.
Yeah, and demon orb heathen. Boobies, woo! I agree, sir. Boobies, woo.
Apparently, Robert
Don't like that.
the 500.
It's got to be done.
Oh, dear me.
I'm more of
The
a, I'm
random
more of a
stuff
legs
that
man
appears in our
myself.
chat.
There's 21 watching. Look at the chat. It's going mental. Look.
That's-
It's boobies are mentioned.
I've not seen it move this fast. I'll be fair, I think it's because by the look of it, there was only Kerry Mac was the only girl in here. I don't know where Turquoise Laura's gone, but I know she had some stuff to do around the house if she's still here. Oh, there we go. I've
That's
seen it
my
now.
secretary.
She had some stuff. She couldn't focus. She left side. Oh, God, I hope she's all right.
Yeah,
she needs
she's
to go-
with a friend. She's good.
Oh, that's all right then.
She's my
I do worry
secretary.
when I'm not doing well or whatever. Rapideck was talking about a naked video by a witch. Oh God.
God. Oh, was it like a conspiracy flat earther type person?
Yeah, are you staring at my boobies? No, Jim Bojo, you're too skinny. You don't have boobies. You just have little nipples.
Hey, Casual, I got a question for you.
Go on,
I'll
then.
have you know they're enormous.
How much would it cost you, or cost us, for you to show us your boobies? I'm serious.
A shit ton of money. Not a chance in hell.
I can give you 46p.
Saying that,
Oh, go on then.
male boobies on YouTube aren't disallowed, are they? You can have male boobies. You just can't
Yeah,
have-
so show us yours.
Yeah.
I don't
Sarcastic.
care. I'm a big fat pie. I don't care.
Oh yeah.
There you go.
There it is.
Yeah,
Dun,
pic-
dun,
picture
dun,
these
dun,
nipples.
dun, dun. Sorry.
Yeah, Jim Bojo, you're next.
I'll be right
That's
back.
all
Give me
I'm
about 10 minutes. I need to go rub something.
Oh, hang on,
Hey,
Jim. On you only
hey,
about
Spaceman.
20. That's only going to take you about
Spaceman.
30 seconds.
Say again. I can hear you.
Sorry, it was for Look a Pig. It's only going to take him 30 seconds, not 10 minutes.
Ha.
Spaceman. Pig showed me his nipple on the first time I met him on here. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I was there for that. That was.
Oh wait,
Must
I
have a
did show you
nipple
guys
fetish,
my
man.
nipple.
You
I
did show
haven't
us
actually,
your
I haven't
nipple.
actually physically seen Peg at all. All I see is this avatar and
Oh, I'll send you a
Well,
picture.
I
He doesn't
from,
have an
Don't have
avatar.
an
That is
avatar,
what he
his
looks
fucking
like.
nipple.
Yeah, that's what he looks like. His avatar. That's
Yeah.
him.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's just
It's
artistically
extremely
invented.
accurate.
His nipples and everything.
Inverted. I'm trying to decide if Robert says I've got inverted nipples. No, it's just cold,
I
mate.
actually have one regular nipple and one inverted.
Fair
Huh.
enough.
freak.
Little column A, little column B.
No, when it's really cold, they do stick up and I can cut glass.
Ha 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 ha.
Anyway, can we get back to talking about something a bit more mature than nipples?
Oh, hold on. We just had a bidding going on, and Casual Spaceman, someone won the bid with 50p for the donation.
50p? No, it's going to have to be a
50p.
whole lot more
No,
money
no,
than
no.
that.
The bidding
pound.
already
It's gonna-
occurred.
I will give you a whole
Right,
pound.
It was just
That's enough
about
to buy a
say,
car.
It's gonna have 50p.
Well, it's going up
50p.
and
It's
down
gonna have to
'cause
be
Ride
a
of Dinosaur-
whole pound.
Ride of Dinosaurs for 50p, and then Rapid said 46p. It's going down and up.
A
What the hell's
whole
going
Well,
on?
Wow.
50p is
Yeah,
one
it's-
booby.
it's,
Show him one.
Going down.
50p going once, going twice, sold to the highest bidder, so you now have to supply that, and then they'll supply the 50p.
What has my channel become?
You've got two hopes, No Hope and Bob Hope.
Quick, sing a song.
You'll understand what that means.
What has your channel become? You let me on it.
There is that.
It's
There is that.
Boob bay.
Too late now. It's
Boob
too late.
bay.
Next time you come on my channel, you have to bring someone with the actual, real female boobs.
I can do that.
There's
Mm.
boob bay. Anything
Not
goes
your
with
mum.
Boob bay.
I was just going to bring my parrot.
Yeah, that's why I said
mean,
not your mum. Saying that,
We
I
could do
have no
some
idea
sort
what
of
your mum
round
is,
table.
so-
Oh, sorry.
Oh, go on.
Well, I was just thinking if we're struggling, we could do a sort of round table where we're working out exactly what everyone is getting up to soon, right? It's sort of like we did at the beginning because we didn't really sort of go through anything that much. Have
I've
you
got a
got
subject
anything
to
coming out you
talk
want to tell people about?
I've got a subject I found we could talk about.
Oh, go on. Go
Yeah,
on.
it's the one I mentioned about 40 minutes ago.
Which was that?
So Nathan Roberts, the end of last month, decided to tweet, "It's time to sue NASA." I'm guessing this is based on
No.
Okay.
oh, go on.
Roberts, yeah.
Oh, sorry, yeah, Nathan Roberts.
Yeah, Nathan Roberts.
Yeah, Nathan Roberts. It's time to
Don't get
sue
mixed
NASA.
up. Tom-
You're
And,
joking.
Eric Weirdo.
And oh, right, okay. What's he going to sue them for exactly?
He did actually retweet. No, Red Pill Nation worldwide. I don't think that's not even actual normal Red Pill. That's somebody else who's got the name Red Pill. How sad.
Oh, man.
If the 24,440,000,000 they collect in a year was divided amongst the US state citizens, we'd each collect 62.4 million per year. What?
Right, I don't know if he's actually aware, right? You know, the total NASA budget equates to something like not even 1% of their GDP.
Yeah.
Not even 1%. Do you know what the biggest budget is for is defense? and that's something.
Yeah,
about,
baby.
How many US
about
citizens are there?
30%.
Well, they have got to have all those boats to guard the ice wall, haven't they?
Yeah, that's
That's
right.
a lot of boats.
Yeah. Is it about
Yeah.
300 million?
It's like the pilots have to keep turning left when they're flying east,
Yeah, yeah.
so they don't come to the ice wall.
I tell you what, if I had my way, if I was president of the United States, I would just completely cut the defense budget like to almost nothing and put it all into NASA's space exploration. That's what I would do.
Yeah, that's a winning
That's a good
formula.
idea,
But imagine
actually.
what would happen if America suddenly didn't have any defense. What the rest of the world would do.
I know.
And Russia and China would go, wait a minute, they've got no army. Wait, look. It'd be a shit
No, they'd
show.
probably do the same. They'd probably be like, actually, yes, it's a good idea. Let's go into space.
Well, I tell you what, they would actually probably still lose a war because everybody's armed in America, aren't they? Everybody's got a freaking gun.
Yeah, but, you know, what good is a Smith & Wesson against a missile? Because those cruise missiles, man, you don't even hear them coming.
I know.
So this bloke reckons that NASA's budget is about $24 billion a year. Are we saying that's roughly right?
50
I'm not
million
sure.
times 365 is approximately the figure.
Yeah, so close enough there. So he's reckoning they'd each collect $62.4 million per year, each citizen.
He is absolutely
No.
goddamn
He reckons
wrong.
The population of America is 357
way
million.
I'm actually working this out now.
I don't know where he's getting his maths wrong, but that's way wrong. If it doesn't even equate to 1% of GDP, then it's not even going to be anywhere near that.
It's actually about
Yeah,
50
fucking
bucks, I think. But
ridiculous.
let me work it out and I'll tell
On
you.
the figures he's given us, that's only actually $74 per year that NASA is costing US citizens. I think for $74 per year, they're getting a fucking good deal.
Yeah, I'll pay that.
I'd pay
yeah.
that. The chance that future things are going to go into space and it's going to advance our population controls and things like that.
Yeah,
Because then we
yeah.
can drop asteroids on people we don't like, obviously.
In one of
52
Simon,
bucks by the look of it.
in one of Simon Dan's videos, he's some English dude, I forget who it is, is going on about like NASA costing like billions, and Simon Dan points out, yeah, but I don't think you pay for it, judging by your accent, because he sounds English.
That is a weird
So
argument to use for a
cool.
Brit, isn't it?
It's like flat earthers blame everything out that it's on NASA. It's always NASA, but not to mention the other sort of like I don't know how many space agencies, like 40 odd space agencies across the world.
They all reckon
mean?
they're on NASA contracts, though.
Yeah,
they're all
of course,
in business
yeah.
with each other, all in bed with each other.
Oh,
And
yeah,
SpaceX gets government grants, doesn't it?
Yeah,
So,
yeah, of course the Chinese are as well, aren't they? Yeah, of course they are. Yeah.
Yeah.
totally. Yeah, they want to get in
Chinese-
bed with the Yanks.
The biggest
Absolutely.
threat to American trade domination in the world, the Chinese.
Yeah.
They must be controlled by NASA, who obviously NASA has been about for the last, 2,500, 3,000 years, something daft like that.
yeah,
wait.
definitely.
No, they fucking haven't.
You know, the only shady stuff that's going on in space isn't even NASA. It's the stuff that comes out of Nellis Air Force Base that all the locals think is aliens. It's
Yeah.
like the X-37B. It is essentially spy satellites. We've got a lot of that stuff going up there, stuff you don't know about, rocket launches that you don't see at Cape Canaveral, right?
Oh, yeah.
Those are the boys doing the crazy, interesting stuff, right?
Yep.
Actually, spacemen, you can tell people more than I ever could.
Well, no, you're right. You're absolutely dead right. I mean, the amount of, the biggest concern is space junk at the moment. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
it's getting ridiculous. It's crazy. But then again,
Yeah.
when you think about the vastness of space, even within low Earth orbit, there's still a lot of space there for a lot more
Yeah.
satellites.
Well,
that can go up
I did the. See if I can find
Yeah,
the comment.
I mean,
The back of the
you
math
know,
calculations,
the,
like every item's 10,000 miles apart, so it's pretty. It's not that close. This stuff.
And did you know
generally.
the people that are tracking the space junk can actually track space junk up to the size of my fist?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that, you know what I mean? So they can track almost pretty much everything, as far as at least as far as we know, anyway.
I thought it
But
was further
we
than
know-
that. I'd heard they could go down to the size of a paint chip that was maybe an inch across. Below that, they can't keep track of everything. But if you get something that's maybe a paint chip that's a few mil thick but has a reflective surface
Yeah.
an inch or two square.
Yeah, they can do, but generally accurately, they can. It's about the size of the fist. They can track all the
Fair
time.
enough.
The smaller stuff is a little bit. It's a little harder to track. They do less lost track of some
See,
of that.
that is mental.
Yeah.
I mean,
the
the
sun
ISS
pumps
gets
out of it.
hit. So the ISS gets hit all the time as well.
Oh yeah.
Like this recent hole that they found, and everyone was like, "Oh my god, someone drilled a hole!" Right? That's nothing. They get hit by micrometeorites constantly, little
All the
holes
time.
in the wood. Like you can hear the ding on that walkthrough where they do the. There's that long tour of the ISS that everyone's seen now that's nearly an hour long, where the guy takes you through the whole goddamn thing. There's one specific point where it's been pointed out that you can hear a very loud sort of clicking sound, which could only be the noise of a micrometeorite hitting the side of the shell light, and it just goes without notice.
I mean, if you took a photograph of the ISS now and you look at the solar panels, they are full of holes. They're absolutely. I mean, even if you got right up close, they are full of little tiny holes all the way across, and they're constantly having to try and repair those all the time. Yeah. So yeah.
There's a cure though. There's a cure. I mean, there's a couple of clever ways to get this space junk out. For stuff that's smaller than about an inch, there are basically they can release granules at a certain sort of height, and on one side they're painted with one substance, on the other they're not, and the net effect is, due to the direction they're orbiting, they slowly come down, and as they come down they increase the probability of downward deflection as they hit other objects, and so it just brings stuff below that level back into the atmosphere by slowing it down and cleaning it up. And the bigger stuff they're looking at using those CubeSats.
Yep.
They're little micro satellites with Hall effect thrusters, essentially, and all they're going to do, again, they'll be released into sort of clouds of orbit. They'll find pieces of junk and they'll bump into it very slightly in order to just reduce its arc of perigee into the atmosphere. Real simple stuff.
Well, all the modern satellites, including the Starlink system as well, the satellites are actually designed when they come close to the end of their life to actually deorbit. And quite quickly. And a lot of the older satellites will deorbit, but it'll take years. Taking years and years and years, and they will eventually come down. So, I think over the whatever number of years, eventually, we'll probably get on top of the space junk problem after a while.
There are graveyard orbits we'll have to look at where there's some big stuff out there, and that stuff's not necessarily going to come down for like 1,000 years. So we got to think about it, like.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I'm trying to find it. I did a comment somewhere, and it was talking about, because you get all these nutters saying, "Well, you can't. Why don't you ever see a satellite from the ISS?" And I broke it all down
because if the orbit's crossed, everyone looks at
all the satellites are fucking above it. But the way I worded it was really good. It was like trying to find a bus in the state of Iowa or something like that from a plane, but the bus is actually fucking above you. It was to the crazy Australian lad, what's his name, who does recordings topless because he obviously thinks he looks better than my fat
Scotty
belly.
Storm.
That's the one.
Scotty, too hotty.
No.
You know what though? You have these conversations in real life. It's like I was chatting to someone literally
Is this
yesterday
not real?
around my mate's house, and he's not a flat earther or nothing, but he was going, but like you never get photographs of satellites, and I'm like, mate, I said they're not that big, and it's when you're looking out over the globe, it's such a fucking vast area you're looking out, and he's like, but there's millions of them up there. And I'm like, there's not millions of them up there, and he can't grasp why you can't see them, and it's like, Christ, man,
Yeah, well, what you've got to understand is that there's so many
like you
different.
said, there's a lot of space between them.
And what you got to understand as well, there's so many different types of orbits that, oh god, I mean, let alone the inclination of each orbit, but the height of each orbit. Some orbits are, elliptical. Actually,
we've got like Molnier orbits, right?
God,
Molnier orbits, they come really close, just barely above the atmosphere on one side, and then they spend most of their time out on one side of the planet. It's what early telecommunication satellites used to do.
That's right.
And you can release clouds of them, can't you? So that you sort of get constant connection.
Yeah, GPS satellites are a bit like that because so they're actually timed about so they're timed so they actually come across the orbits at different. It's all pretty clever.
Oh yeah.
So
I mean, that's what annoys me so much about people who deny this shit, is they're denying the coolest stuff mankind has ever fucking done. Where we, as a species, have just left. We've gone, fuck this. We are better than trees. We are going to go to the fucking moon. That is amazing.
And we can ask these questions as well, like about it. Are we the only ones? you know, yeah, it's just fucking phenomenal.
There's no
And when they
way
say,
we're
"Oh,
not the only intelligent
just-
life in the entire Milky Way. That would
Of course we're not.
I
Well,
don't think-
you say
you
that
know-
because there's only 2 trillion stars maybe in the Milky Way that we're aware of now. They used to think it was 100 billion, but
And now-
but the Drake
now
equation. Have you ever
planets are
seen it?
Becoming more common.
Well, they're thinking there's as many galaxies that we know of that there are stars in our Milky Way, if not more.
Yeah.
But then if you think about each Milky Way might have billions or trillions in each one. Yeah, no, sorry, but there's life out there somewhere.
Of course there is.
Well, there's definitely life out there somewhere, but in this galaxy
one way or
might be a little
another,
bit
it's
close.
actually like-
Probably not. Possibly not in our galaxy, but in some galaxy somewhere, definitely.
What, intelligent?
Yeah.
Yeah, like us.
There's the
Well,
question.
this is Barman.
Not as. Oh, well, it's Mrs. Sarcastic. Hello.
But do you know, this is what annoys me when they say, "Oh, you're just a monkey on a spinning space rock flying through space," and you're like, you know, you're not special, and it's like, no, I think fucking being a part of this fucking like amazing universe is very special.
Yeah, it's
It's
breathtaking.
amazing. It blows my fucking mind, and it
And
just
you're very special.
does
as
my
well.
fucking head in that these idiots can't embrace that because it's fucking amazing.
Yeah, man. I love the detail, man. The fact that, you know, you zoom in a bit and there's this whole new world, and then you zoom in another layer and it's like, oh, okay, it's like you go from the macro world down to the micro, and then you go from the micro down to like molecular, and then from molecular to the atomic, then to the quantum, and it's just like, and that huge scale is repeated in the other direction where you go up from like country, planet, solar system, star system, galaxy, the whole lot.
It's the biggest problem. They don't understand scale.
No.
Yeah.
Whenever they talk about,
ironically, they don't understand perspective.
yeah, oh,
They have no sense of perspective.
That's something we can talk about. I've got a video we can talk about. I don't know if anyone's seen it. Let me load up on Discord here because it appeared in someone's room. I believe it appeared. It was Flat Earth Mall Angel or something like that.
Oh, go on, stick it on.
Basically, I haven't got the share software on here, but it's one for everyone to check out. I probably will be doing a video of it. The only problem is it's freaking hour long, so that's always a pain in the ass.
Oh man!
So I never
get into those
long videos
fucking
do
balls,
my
yeah.
fucking nutting.
If you want to
Yeah,
play
it was
like,
Mall Angels debunk globe view of perspective, and it's
Could you not screen share it?
yeah, that's what I was saying. If you want it played, I can screen share it with audio.
Well, come on,
I could screen share, couldn't I? There's no reason I can't screen share.
I mean,
you have to have someone with voice meter in order to transfer the audio through it.
That's true. I shall send Piggy the link.
Just make sure.
Yeah, we
make sure
have
you've
a
got
super
your-
producer in the room.
Hangouts.
Just make sure you got all your porn turned off, though, Sarcastic.
I don't have porn. I have a
I'm
wife.
working on closing my porn now. Give me a second.
That seems like.
Spaceman.
Never mind.
Yes, Chuck.
Did you know that our moon is a spacecraft that was built on Jupiter 38 million years ago? It has been touring around the other planets, having a look, helping out, and then it came to Earth 15,000 years ago to have a look and help out. And there's farms up there and an industry. And check this out. And people
It's
get
too
taken,
much.
right? People get taken up there. They get like kind of kidnapped, but it's a holiday where they get shown industry.
What?
And they go on magnetic trains and get shown around the moon. And
Where did you get this from?
Check this out. They're not sworn to secrecy, right?
Right.
But it's just the fact that they don't say anything because nobody would believe them.
Of course. Of course. That,
Yeah,
I mean, that's a comedy punch.
Can we have photographic and video evidence of this, please?
Yeah, that's
my latest video, mate.
Well, is that your latest? Was that what you've already done that video?
Yeah, that was his one this morning.
Yeah.
Oh, brilliant! I can't wait. I have to watch that later. Then I'm gonna have to watch
I've
that.
done 2 moon videos on the same channel that contradict each other.
Oh, brilliant!
That was funny as fuck when you were flicking between one and the other, saying, "Right, you're talking shit." Now we go to the other one. Hey, look, you're talking shit, but you're talking different shit to this one.
Oh.
Oh, I've got to watch that one. That is brilliant.
Yeah, man,
Well,
it's classic.
Mr. Unite for the children said the moon has dinosaurs.
The moon has dinosaurs.
That's where they went.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
See,
what we went.
I need a troll on my channel just so we can talk about this shit.
They
Yeah,
got pit
I just-
mines up there as well. Mind you,
Pit
I done a
mines?
video back in my early days where I must have caught in Rem high on drugs filming himself by accident.
He does that.
And he was pointing at the moon going, oh, what's that? Is there doors up there?
What?
Yes. And
He's not
I've
well.
actually got a video, man. If you haven't
Is
seen
he-
that, I
Is he talking about the bandit
I-
doors, or perhaps it's where they've gone?
don't know, man. What the fuck is he talking about?
He is a different kettle of fish, that man. He is
Yeah,
a
and
whole
he was
new
like,
kind.
"There's
He's
bits
like
floating
Pete Shea
around up
crazy.
there," and
You've got to
Wow.
look at these people, though.
I'm just presenting reality as I see it. Yeah.
Ha!
We can see
That
that,
is
mate.
scary.
You can't fucking see reality. You're fucked on something, bro.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
I mean, I've seen a
whatever he's
couple
got, I
of-
want it.
Have you seen Flat Earth Aussie Jesus? Ross Thatcher. I've seen a couple
know
of his
what?
streams where he's hit acid and then drunk a whole lot and then gone mad. And then later on, you would sort of say, "What was that all about?" You'd probably pull that one down, mate.
He looks crazy when he gets drunk and does things like that, and he has.
Doesn't. No, he's done it.
He just looks like an axe murderer. He's scary. Honestly,
He sort of
Yeah.
laughs and goes, "Oh yeah, I do that sometimes, mate." And it's just like, "What?" He's oh man, it's mad. Have you seen the video of the mask where he's sort of screaming?
No.
I don't think I have.
Oh.
I don't
I've
watch
seen
many
it. I
Flat
actually
Earth
said to
Aussie
him
Jesus
one night-
videos because they're all crazy.
You have not
No, I
lived.
watched him once, one night, and he was pissed up. And I don't know how I caught it, but I actually put in the chat, you should really end the stream and go to bed, mate.
yes, I know exactly the one you're talking about as well. He just looked mental then. He just honestly.
Yeah, he was growling like a fucking lion.
Yeah,
Yeah, that
That's the
one.
one.
That's the one.
that's the one.
Yeah,
Can you guys hear me?
yeah, I actually said.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you, Pig. So what's that?
He's
video?
channeling it. Creaky
Tweet
Blinders
out
is a
my link.
stunning video about him.
Anyway, do you know what?
Go on.
You got to go to bed, haven't you?
Yes, I have, mate. It's 1 o'clock. I said I'd have 12.
No, it's not.
It's
fucking
3 minutes to 1.
Yeah, it's 3 minutes to 1.
To be honest,
Tell you
I've
what
got
I'll
to
do,
go to the
I'll roll a
factory at
quick-
6.
I'll roll a quick joint and then.
We here on the Sarcastic Barman Network do not condone marijuana smoking, but if you've got it, you go for it. I don't care.
Yeah.
No, it's a
Well, that's
lamb-
probably for the
lamb
best.
pork joint for tomorrow.
I have everything set
Oh,
up.
joy.
Why have you got to roll
I've
it?
got a piece of lamb and a piece of pork, and I've got to roll it, put a string around it. I've put some mustard and rosemary, of course, salt, pepper.
Yeah.
Oh, lovely, man. So I've
Monkey,
just rolled
monkey.
that.
Yeah.
Monkey.
Now he's going to go, now where's my lighter?
So, but how are you going to smoke it though, John? If you
Huh?
how are you going to smoke it? Have you got a smokehouse out the back then?
Yeah, I've got. I've got.
He's going to bring it down and stick
I
it
got
in
a
the
smoker
chimney
with
of
that
my pizza
Jack
oven.
Daniel's smoking tablet.
Okay.
You know
Oh.
those charcoals you get with a Jack Daniel's flavour.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
that is nice.
Yeah.
I've seen
Oh
I'll
yes,
smoke
yes,
it
yes,
on
yes.
that. I just need a Rizzler.
that. Yeah.
Who have we got in the chat still anyway? I don't think we've had anyone new come in tonight.
Got some faithful followers, though. I tell you, it's very
have.
impressive.
We have.
seeing
I'm
these-
surprised they're still here.
Yeah, like Mr.
Share
United
out, share out the
Children,
link, guys and
Rapid
gals.
X, Forest Pfeiffer, Demonic Davros, Peter Barub, you're all here.
They are.
Barry,
You'll have to share
Sometimes-
out the link. We're going to do a live debunk by the look of it of why the mole perspective is wrong.
When now?
Yes.
What now?
Yes.
Oh. I was just gonna go to bed, but I ain't gonna go to bed if you're gonna do a debunk.
Well,
man.
I have to pre-warn you,
But I'm
Monkey.
getting into bed.
This video is 50 minutes long.
Huh?
Oh, we don't have to play the
Wow.
whole. Just play a little bit of
Oh
it.
fuck.
Yeah,
that.
I think we only really need to look at the first 20 minutes. We
Yeah.
can fast forward a little bit because it is just bollocks.
I mean,
it's how
the moment you
perspective
do something
looking down the
bollocks.
hallway, why it disappears at the bottom. And he's
Thing
saying,
is,
well,
sometimes-
it's air conditioned.
Right, let's get on with it then. Let's see this video. Come on.
Well, Looker Pig's just sorting it out now. We need to give him some time. We can't expect miracles.
Okay, can you guys hear me? Yeah.
I
need the link.
I sent it you. It's on Discord, right below where you asked for the link.
It's in the group chat.
There you go,
And
finally.
it's in the group chat.
Okay.
I sent you 2 links. I am super organized.
Yay. I'm not organized in any way, shape, or form.
Well, to be fair, we weren't expecting to do this, so
I like
We
it. This
weren't
crazy
expecting
liveness.
to have you here.
Why the fuck not?
In case anybody was what was wondering why I keep munching on, I'm eating those.
What the hell is that? From Co-op.
Banana
Yeah,
crisp.
lemon sherbet.
Oh.
Lemon
See,
sherbet.
I want to make some toast now, but I have no pants on, so I can't really get up. Well, I can. I've got boxes on.
Ba-dum,
boxes
ba-dum.
And they're clean.
So you're not the naked chef, you're the naked barman.
I'm
Waist down
well,
anyway, at least.
they look like shorts, to be fair, but no one wants to see my big hairy legs. I could put my jeans
Just
back
sort of
on.
slide out sideways. Has your chair got wheels?
Yes.
Just roll away
Just
sort of
spin,
slightly to the left.
spin around. Just spin around.
To
And
be
then,
fair, I just forgot I could just do that.
Ah,
exactly.
he's gone.
There you go.
Now, luckily, no one can turn my camera on and see my ass.
Rock and roll.
Probably for the best.
Oh, God,
Demonetized.
yeah, for the best. There could be shit stains or anything, I don't know.
Oh, no, please. That's not an image I wanted in my head at all. Right, come on, Piggy. Where's this video?
Oh, Surf says apparently he's not still here.
What the heck is that? Is it Shaun the Sheep? Does it look like? What's that? Who's that?
It was Shaun the Sheep.
It looked like Shaun the Sheep.
Hold on. Pig's trying to communicate from beyond the veil.
I didn't share the link and, leak the link. So I had to be careful there.
Oh, here we go. There we go.
Ah.
We can see it.
Right.
Oh, there it is.
I have to ask, there's one important question. Jim Bojo has an icon. I have an icon. Piggy has an icon. Casual Spaceman has his camera. Why does Jutmonk not have an icon? Or is it just my end?
He has got an icon. I see his
Oh,
image.
it's just my end then.
When he talks, it
There
goes
you go.
black, obviously. But
Yeah, you don't have an icon.
All right. You have me presented?
Yeah.
There you go. All right. You are presenting. Good. All right.
You keep disappearing.
I guess I hit play. Oh, fuck.
Oh, you're there now. You're okay. You're right there now. You're there now.
you got it, man. You got it.
Here we go. You should hear it now.
This channel has made every effort to work within the guidelines of the
Yeah, it can be
copyright
heard.
Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. This work is distributed free of charge, and the author does not monetize the truth. The original works are referenced as
Can I just
used
stop
as
the video a
educational
second?
commentary criticism. This video has also been censored to fall with
He said the word. He said the word truth. That's not going to count in this video.
No.
Yeah.
And also, by the way, it keeps disappearing off the screen. Every time somebody talks, by the way, so it's not.
That's why you need to present me.
Barman.
Sarcastic Barman. Click
Barman,
on the arrow
you
next to me and hit present to everyone.
Excuse me.
You need to
Click
present
on
to
the arrow
everybody.
next to me. Yeah, there you go. Good job. All right, I'm gonna hit play.
Okay.
Oh God!
Go.
The first thing I see is Sandy Hook.
in YouTube's new guidelines regarding hate.
Oh, God, yeah.
Mall Angel debunks global view of perspective. And all it took was this one thumbnail to do it. You see, ever since Pythagoras suggested the Earth moves, occultists have been using ships disappearing from the bottom up as proof of curvature.
Hold
But you
on.
will see now that curvature has
Occultists?
nothing.
Who's a fucking occultist?
I'm a Satanist.
Absolute fucking.
That is bollocks of the highest order, sir.
I mean, it's like, I mean, has anybody actually
not
managed to
being
actually
used.
debunk that ships are actually going over the horizon, actually figured out what it is apart from perspective and
No.
deflection and all that kind of.
Well, there is a fantastic
Yeah,
list of
it's
excuses
bollocks.
used for why ships disappear bottom Earth that's floating around the internet with like
Yeah,
40 different
but
excuses that Fleurs has given, all of which can be easily disproven and some of which contradict each other.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, and then you take it to an even bigger scale and say, well, look, there, the fucking sun and the fucking moon disappears
Yeah.
from the bottom up as well, you fucking brainless monkey fucking thanks.
Right, play.
What the fuck is wrong with these people?
He's a bit
I
slow.
can't,
So
I
what?
can't stand
He's a
it.
bit slow. So what I'm going
Foolishness.
to do is
Fucking
go ahead and
dogs.
set the speed to 1.25. If that's still a bit slow, I'll set it to 1.5.
Okay.
okay.
What to do with the functions of perspective? This thumbnail is 2 stills.
That
from the
is
recent
not enough,
video
Pig.
at the Lakeline Mall in the Austin, Texas area.
More. Speed it
Right,
up more,
1.5.
please.
1.5.
He sounds a bit normal, actually.
First, I was
At 1.25, he still sounds normal. That's weird, man.
Because he talks
Right?
really fucking
Let's
slowly.
do 1.5.
Eric Dubay works
Because
the
he's
same.
fucking CGI.
You can put Eric Dubay up to 1.5 and he still feels slow.
Why is he rendering this shit at 4K? Okay, I'm gonna do 480p. You guys don't need to see.
Yeah, 480p.
Yeah, with 4 is fine.
There you go.
looking for the longest straight and flat floor I could find that was open to the public. Next,
That's
I
not
wanted the
flat.
space
Look
to
at the
be
right hand
used in there
side.
with
Look at
more
it.
natural
Just
and
look at the right hand
artificial
side. Look, it's got
Yeah.
that isn't even
Fucking hill.
remotely. No,
It's a
Right
fucking
here,
hill, you
there's
fucking
literally a
cunts.
bend.
See it?
an enormous fucking obvious slope.
Is
that
slope
fucking angle
up
of attack?
into the mall, is it? If you just go down a little bit there, there's the fucking
Go on, Jack.
poplars right there
Go
underneath.
on.
For fuck's
Right next to
sake.
fucking Pret a Manger. Fuck's sake, man.
She's a rather attractive lady, isn't she, as well? I must
Yeah.
say.
I'm glad you're
I
enjoying
tell you
yourself.
what, her breasts are fucking flatter than that floor.
Oh, look at this. We're getting the.
What were you going to? Oh,
Oh, he's got paint. Well, now you know he's
Oh,
serious.
yeah, there you go. Yeah, you can see an obvious hump on the right hand side.
No, he's right. He has drawn a straight line. That is a
Yeah.
straight line he's drawn.
Yeah.
Fucking
Well,
spot
I'm
on.
very
There you go.
fucking proud of him. But
Yeah.
it's not
Fair fucking play.
floor, is it?
Yeah.
Makes
Fucking
no
genius.
difference.
The line is below 2 bits of floor.
Yeah.
Does he not see?
Obviously not.
No, because he's a deceiving little bastard.
I noticed he didn't bring in the mirage in the background that there is there, by the way.
He'll be explaining all kinds
Not
of
yet.
magic in a minute.
Yes, he's now highlighting the problem.
There
Yep.
we go.
Yep. It's a really big issue. Yep. Why are you not dealing with it?
Oh, look, yeah, things do disappear from the bottom up if you're going over a curve.
Yeah.
Well done.
If there's an obstruction.
Exactly, Piggy. Yep. Well done.
Yeah.
Sweet.
This is why we love the pig.
Wow.
Because you can do stuff like this.
Yeah. And he can do backflips.
Can it? Spider pig. Spider pig. Does
I like to point
Spider pig
out-
does.
I like to point out that this guy's feet right here.
Yeah.
Look at the actual size of his feet, right?
Uh-huh.
Like
Whoa, I don't know
Compare
if
that
those
to
are the
the other
feet.
blade.
You're not accounting for the mirage effect, mate.
hold on,
higher up.
hold on. No. This isn't nothing about. He's a big, heavy set dude, right?
Sure.
So, long story short, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you're looking at these two images, she's actually a giant,
Oh, yeah.
or he's just a really, really tiny elf.
No, she's a
look at his
giant.
legs.
She's
He
definitely
has
the giant.
giant-
Those are columns
Having
on her
watched
right.
this video, he does bring up the
But can I just,
reduction of size in it. It's quite amusing how badly he gets it wrong.
wow.
but can I just
Wow.
point something out? She hasn't disappeared up much from the bottom up, though.
No, she
Yeah.
hasn't, has she? She didn't like appear at the knees and sort of slowly get higher and
No,
higher.
She should do.
She's going up and down.
According to their fucking warped, weird, fucked up fantasy world,
Yeah.
she should be coming in at the fucking bottoms of her thighs.
Yeah, absolutely.
The angle of fucking attack.
Yeah,
Well,
diffraction
let's
limit.
go Video.
What the fuck they call it, I don't know.
Hold on,
Play
there's
some more
something
video because it does
Yeah.
get amusing.
You can draw a zigzag line along there that shows the way that it's for draining water. Or I mean, I'm not. Is it carpeted or not? I can't tell
Yeah,
that
it's
bit.
carpeted.
So it wouldn't be for
Who
draining
gives
water
a fuck?
necessarily.
It's
No, it won't be,
bollocks
won't be
anyway.
carpeted.
It is carpeted.
Is it?
Yeah.
Looks like just tiles to me.
I'm
It
not
might be
like
sure.
carpet tiled,
like
but it's
under a
carpeted
mall.
because he makes a point of
Oh,
saying that
yeah.
in the
Yeah,
video.
it's carpeted
Yeah.
right here.
And it's got the
Thingy,
rough.
it's
I mean, it
better.
hasn't got a smooth edge, so the horizon's blurred, as it were, at the close edge of the camera. Can he not fucking see?
Hmm.
Can he not
Okay,
see?
hold on. Right there. Like, oh my, it's even
And
worse.
lastly, I wanted
Yeah.
a non-reflective
Yeah, we
floor.
can see it.
Lakeline wall
In,
was perfect
out,
for the
in.
shot. with
Ships
an
don't come up
independent
and down and
hallway
up
on
and
the
down
second
over the
floor.
fucking
It was
horizon,
carpeted,
do they?
plus the atrium ceiling offered
Right, let's
excellent
listen.
I
natural,
missed
not
that.
direct lighting. What I really need you to understand up front and clearly is that the difference between these two images is that the one on the left was taken at eye level and the one on the right was taken with a camera sitting level on the ground. The camera used for this observation was the Nikon P1000.
Hallelujah!
The first camera of choice. The Nikon P1000.
You fucking globe denying fucktards. They should bring out the fucking P1 million globe denying fucktard edition.
Oh, absolutely.
Just
The flat
plain
horizon
morons.
edition with zero
And then
barrel
go, right,
distortion.
yeah, we got a new challenge for you. See if you can bring a boat back 50 miles away with this bad boy. And they'll be like, doesn't work.
Yeah, no shit, Sherlock.
Oh man.
All right, let's play the video.
Yep.
Yeah.
It has the best optical zoom the common person can buy. It has a 3000mm optical
No, it
focal
doesn't.
length, which equates to 125x zoom.
Right, stop.
When you
Well,
think of the
I had a look the first time I watched this video. For $85, you can get a 3000mm telescope with 150 times optical zoom for $85 fucking dollars.
Uh-huh.
So all you've then got to do is connect that to a fucking camera, and you can take a better picture than the fucking camera can.
Jeez.
A long distance.
What was the length of that lens again? What length is
It was
that?
a 3000mm one.
That's a 3 meter sort of provisional. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. But it did 150 times optical zoom on that one.
Sure.
Whereas the P1000 only does 125.
No, correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know who knows
It also
about
uses
cameras.
interpolation. So it's only 100 really, isn't it?
Also, another thing as well. Correct me if I'm wrong about. I'm not brilliant on cameras, but there's a vast difference between optical zoom and digital zoom, which is
That's what I meant.
which
Yeah,
is what
the
this does.
interpolation.
Yeah, all you're really doing with an optical zoom. Correct if I'm wrong. Again, I could be wrong. Is you're actually only enlarging the pixels. Am I right?
No, the optical zoom is the one where you actually adjust the actual lens elements.
so
The digital zoom is the one where you muck around with it on the CCD.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, with
interpreted,
digital zoom, you're essentially you're just enlarging the pixels. Am I?
Digital zoom, yeah.
Or digital zoom. Sorry, yeah. Optical zoom the other way around. Yeah.
Yeah, you're zooming in first and then taking a photo of.
So really, the camera choice they're actually using, all they're doing is just enlarging the pixels. That's all they're doing, really.
Yeah,
So really,
it's
their
not a good camera.
Yeah.
Anyone who's into photography says it's not a good camera.
Yeah.
It's got some very specific skills. It's got a very specific talent, as it were. It's sort of designed for looking at boat racing, funnily enough, like offshore jet skiing, because it's got that telephoto. It's good in bright light. It's shit at night. It's got fairly quick shutter speeds and stuff for motions, but you can get that kind of nice sort of fuzzy lens flare water.
So the point I'm making is Sarcastic actually just said, if you get yourself a decent telescope, which is purely optical, there's no digital anything in it, okay, that's going to prove a whole lot more. But of course, all the flurfers won't use telescopes, won't they? You all just have to use the B1000.
Because otherwise you'd be able to see fucking Mount Everest. And you can't, can you?
You can't exactly see Mount Everest from the UK. You mean? Is that that's what you mean?
Yeah.
Okay, so I've got a 3200mm with 220 times zooms, and it costs 70 quid from Lidl.
There you go, 70 quid from Lidl.
Yeah, but
and I've got a digital camera that was about 100 quid. So for like a fifth of the price of a P1000, I've got twice the camera it'll ever be.
So then you can, am I right? You can then buy a mount that you can attach to the.
I've got that. I can attach my camera to my telescope.
But do you know the funny
That's
thing
about
is,
£5.
The funny thing is, you don't need a fucking camera to see curvature at play.
Yeah.
If you're standing in the right place, you can see something over water, over distance. Like when I used to look at Tenerife from Gran Canaria, I could see that fucking most of the islands behind the curve of the earth. You can just get to the top of the mountain, you know.
Anyway,
it's there.
Sorry, Monkey. That's
see
the
the video.
waves.
Huh?
The waves are blocking it. They're really big waves.
Oh, massive
Yeah,
waves,
2,000-foot waves.
Right, let's see the rest of this
On
video.
the sidelines of professional sports with their huge telephoto lenses, they generally top out with a 400mm focal length and are quite expensive. I did some looking for the largest consumer telescope and found a 25-inch that's about 20 grand.
But they're better
When you
though.
look at the specs, its focal length is just 2,540mm. It will work in low light way
That's
better
not
than
the
P1000,
only thing you
with
have to
nearly
take into account, though,
500mm.
is it, really?
What's that, Jim Bojo?
Well, look, you don't need to stop the video, really. It's just that that's the one figure that he's fixating on is not how you measure how good the camera is, right?
He's
This
fixated on length.
Indeed, which is, a common problem.
Boom, boom.
Bless. Anyway, carry on.
For an entire professional sports photographer's lens, short of the magnification we get with the P1000. I make this point because the hand wave dismissal will come from those that will want to suggest that what we are seeing in
Yeah,
this
but then
footage is an
compare
aberration of-
your shit images with your P1000. Compare it to theirs. Theirs is going to be far better.
Weird.
I wonder why.
Sounds like a
Because
conspiracy
the
to
hand wave
me.
dismissal will come from those that will want to suggest that what we are seeing in this footage is an aberration of low-quality consumer-grade electronics, when in fact that claim could not be farther from the truth.
Can I just, like the whole thing about being able to focus a really long distance away is only very specific to very specific sports sort of photographers. If you're filming on a running track or a football stadium or any Olympic event or most sporting events of any kind, they're on a limited field surrounded by a crowd. You only need to be able to focus up to a couple hundred meters max, really, right? And you want everything to be working best within that range. The reason you get this super long range is because you want to see something far away. This is what I was saying about boats, which, might be half a mile or a mile
Specific
offshore.
cameras for specific jobs.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's ironic that it is a camera designed for looking at boats, really. I mean, they've sort of chosen the right one, idiotically, but for completely the wrong fucking reasons and use.
Yeah, but I bet you if he films it long enough, it'll go over the curve. So
Play my play.
Right.
you know what I mean?
See some more.
As predicted.
As Linda just said in the chat.
Yeah, on our model, which works for everything we see.
Yeah.
Go on, Sarcastic, what are you saying?
Yeah.
As Linda just said in the chat, none of those professional photographers have got P1000s. I wonder fucking why.
Absolutely not.
Right.
Oh.
What you're about to see is the pinnacle of what we can observe with our top technology of the day. The other dismissal would come from those that find this footage too amazing to be true and would think that it is CGI. So I recorded a side view of the camera showing its level and the view screen, plus I live streamed it. You can find the live stream published on my channel titled Mall Perspective, streamed live June 3rd, 2019.
Hold on.
Yeah,
How do we don't know what you just filmed is not CGI then, smart ass?
I see that mall one. It was absolutely ridiculous. I was going to do a video on it, but it was so shit, I didn't know what to say.
That's the problem, right? One of the main problems, I think, when it comes to choosing a debug video, because I've certainly had this problem, as part of the reason I don't do them, is because they're long videos with no content. Endless fucking bald-ass assertions. Where, like, I got a rule, the Hitchens razor, right? So any assertion without evidence can be dismissed without evidence, right? It's the simplest way. So if you have a video where for 9 minutes they're just saying, well, this is the case and this is the case and this is the case without backing it up, my only response is no, you're fucking wrong. And I can't get angry like Jutt can, so it's sort of a boring video. Like,
Does me head in, man. I'm like, you fucking, especially that video I put out yesterday. Oh my god, I was just going off me nut.
which one? There was a couple.
No, I mean the long one, the one I put out last night.
Oh, your video. Yeah. Sorry, I thought you were talking about the ones you posted in our secret shield base. No, don't worry. Yeah, of course.
No, I mean, I was like, are you fucking stupid? I just couldn't believe what they were saying. And that's what I said to you, it wasn't even scripted, apart from the start and the end. The rest of it was just like, you fucking...
Right, Pig, once you've done that, let's see some more then. He's put it on faster.
We need to look at what is the global view of perspective. Sliced Arcane is an avid heliocentrist and made a video depicting the global view of perspective. Let's see how it's explained and where the mental trickery takes place.
Perspective.
This is Jerry. His eyes can only see so far upwards, and so far downwards. This is called his field of view.
And we have multiple problems already. What you're looking at is a real field of view.
that's fine.
Your field of view is defined by the limits you can see side to side and from top to bottom. Within your field of view, everything that you observe will be affected by perspective.
Do you think it would be better to wait until he's
orthographic view,
finished
two-dimensional.
his description before you jump on each individual point, mate? It's just that, like, if we're looking at a 2D picture, you can only draw a 2D field of view. But if you were to extrapolate it to the third dimension, there would be other data, right?
Right.
Anyway, let's keep
eliminating
playing.
perspective. The way Sly is depicting perspective could not be more misleading. Never allow someone to lecture you on perspective while referencing a side-on or orthographic view. Two-dimensional drawings or models lack something that perspective requires, and that is 3 dimensions. Perspective includes the third dimension, and it's called depth of field.
When Jerry looks at an object, the imaginary line between his eye and the object is called his line of sight. When Jerry looks across a level plane, anything remaining equal height across the ground, this is called his eye level. This is Jerry's house. On the
It's
door,
funny
there's a
how
peephole.
our sun goes out of line of sight when it sets.
Yeah, the middle of it is actually below eye level if you're looking out over the sea. Isn't that weird? The very center point of the sun is actually below eye level, which is weird because it means obviously the sun is sinking into the fucking ground.
Yeah, which you can only do on a rotating fucking globe.
Well, quite. It either is a globe or somehow there's a hole in the flat Earth that the sun falls through once a day.
Does not work on a flat Earth.
And not only that,
Flat Earth,
if you're
sorry,
talking
globe denial is utter bollocks. I keep saying
Mhm.
flat Earth. I want to fucking don't want to say that anymore because it
I-
doesn't.
What do you mean?
It doesn't
I've-
exist.
I've put these questions to chats and all sorts of different places, right? And every single time, nobody's able to answer it. And that's the angular size of the sun. Notice that the angular size of the sun never changes when it goes across the sky, wherever you are.
Well, yeah,
Never changes.
I
And,
said
and
that-
on a flat Earth, it has to change. It has to. He can't do it. He can't do anything else. And not one single person that I've seen so far has been able to answer that. Not one.
Well. Awake
tell you
Souls and Limitless did do a non-sec way back with Sean Hufford and Res Rhetoric, where they presented a special map they'd come up with, which showed the whole thing as working and accounting for that. The slight problem with it was that you had personal sky domes, and the sun would have to sort of disappear at one side of the sky and then reappear on the other side once a day, sort of magically. Oh, and there were 3 south poles.
Yeah, I mean a sensible answer, Jim.
Hey, it was contiguous.
Do
you
you
know.
guys know? I
We
think
are
it's
going to
Mr.
hit the play button.
Rancidity.
Okay, go on,
Do you know,
Paige.
do you know Mr. Rancidity?
No, never heard of him.
Have you not?
No.
He started around the time
Off topic, hitting play.
Craig from Fight the Flat Earth started.
This is Jerry's house.
He done
On the door,
3 or
there's a
4
peephole.
videos
The
and
peephole
then
is at Jerry's
he
eye
done
level.
3
If you move
videos,
the house
then
across the
stopped for
plane
a
to
while,
any
then
distance,
done
that
one.
peephole
then
will always
didn't
remain
do
at his
anymore.
eye level.
This claim is ridiculously not true. In fact, it relies on extreme levels of cognitive dissonance and the Dunning-Kruger effect for people to be misled by it. Because everyone in day-to-day life witnesses objects of the same size reducing in angular size with distance and disappearing from the bottom up at a distance to the horizon based on our elevation, at a point called the vanishing point. The vanishing point is at the horizon, and if the object is below the horizon line, its vanishing lines angle up to the
The
horizon.
elevation wouldn't matter on a flat Earth. That's the fucking point. The reason elevation matters when we put it into a curve calculator is because the higher you are up, the further you can see over the edge of that curve. On a flat Earth, you can see forever. There shouldn't be a horizon at all. There should be a sort of fuzzy, indistinct bit where stuff gets so small it all just sort of melds into the distance. There should be lights and stuff on the horizon from distant cities, even if you can't see the fucking city itself. It's bollocks. It's bollocks. It's bollocks. It's bollocks. It's bollocks.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
bollocks.
I mean, obviously there would be like, you know, cities and that on higher elevation. Like you said, you'd see lights, wouldn't you? You just see it forever. There would always be something, you know, on a clear day, or if you got a telescope, you could fucking zoom in. If you
Well,
look
I
at
should be able to see Snowdon now, really.
Well,
Yeah, I should be able to zoom in and get New York back over the horizon.
Exactly. Yeah. Right. Go on and play.
If the object is
Yeah,
above,
right.
they slope down. All vanishing lines end at the horizon line. Lake Lane Mall gave me an excellent way to demonstrate this. There was a group of massage chairs with identical pedestals and lamps on crosswalks at the far ends of the mall. I rested the P1000 on the handrail at one end of the mall and
that's
lined up the
scientific.
handrails of the crosswalks. This not only confirmed that Lakeland Mall is not well curved, but you can clearly see that the farther lap is not only smaller in angular size, but lower as well. Plus, you can see which direction the angles of perspective go.
Oh God. What can you
What
say
a
about that?
fucking
Jesus
plan.
Christ.
Well, it's things in the way of things. It's not disappearing from a curve, is it? Look, they're like they're chairs hiding what the hidden by the.
And have you noticed as well those grid
things,
lines that he's
rails?
put on as well for perspective? He hasn't got it all the way to the end there. Have you noticed that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I mean, it doesn't line up, but I mean that lamp could be
Yeah,
lowered
no,
down
I
for we
know.
flipping know. Who knows? But I mean, oh fuck's sake!
What? I'm sorry, I'm a bit lost. What's he actually trying to
It's just
demonstrate
fucking
anyway?
bollocks.
He's showing that
No,
the
I've
lamp,
actually
they
seen
must be
this.
level and its things are disappearing downwards, but he knows the floor is level because he showed us that picture with the floor not being level before. Oh, wait. Bollocks.
There's just an obstruction, isn't there?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we just that proves nothing because we don't know what's happening with that lamp at all. We don't. I mean, it's just bollocks.
What he's saying is because
There's
it's on the
fucking
armrail and the
nothing there,
armrail's
man.
level and all of the chairs must be level, then therefore this shouldn't happen. But if you look at all those chairs aren't level. They're not level. They're individual chairs. Of course, there's fucking differences between them. And those handrails didn't exactly look like perfectly level flat metal surfaces. I think they got
No.
fucking leather cushions on.
Of course,
What's Piggy going to do here? All right, come on then.
bollocks.
Here we go. Here we go.
This is not proof of flat Earth, you fucking moron.
Yeah. So his first two chairs aren't level with each other, but he's assuming that the chairs and the lamps are all level, but they're fucking not.
Yeah, but they're not, are they? For fuck's sake.
Zoom and enhance.
There you go.
Zoom and enhance.
There you go.
It's
There
like
you go.
saying-
He's got it. There you go.
Look at
Look
it.
at that.
Nicely
Look
done,
at
sir.
that.
That's
Look
beautiful.
at that. See.
That's what I like to see.
Well done, Piggy.
You got a good
Thank
eye.
you,
You got a good
sir.
eye for this, look at Pig. You got a really good eye.
Everybody give
This
that
should
man
be-
some
this-
bacon.
this should be
Everybody
what
give
your
him
channel's
bacon.
about. Yeah.
So I have a question.
Yeah.
What do you notice missing?
Don't
These
know.
two
I'm looking at the
chairs
chat.
and
Yeah,
that
it's-
chair and that
it's-
chair.
Just chair missing.
Well, the chair could
Yeah.
be behind that.
No.
lamp
It's
in
not the
foreground.
chair.
The
The
chairs
light
are the other
on
way
the
around. Look at the
opposite
light. You've got-
side of the rail.
Go on.
Yeah. The chair's on the other side.
Yeah, you can't
It's
see the
even
rails.
further back. Okay, so this is the back of the lamp, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
That
huh?
means that light is facing towards us.
Yep.
Of course.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah. I've got you. So that chair's even further behind.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
Nice.
also these chairs aren't perfect. I mean, it's
Uh-huh.
a chair. It's a cushioning material,
Uh-huh.
Squash
Yeah.
when people sit on it.
and that's
Yeah.
even a different type of sofa.
Yeah.
You look
That one
like
there
it.
is.
Oh,
Yeah.
the
That's
different-
just like an
Yeah,
armchair. It's just crap, isn't it?
So
This
in
is
other
the
words,
worst.
it proves absolutely fuck all.
Actually,
Well, no,
yeah.
it
No,
proves
hold
he's
on.
Let's
wrong.
face it, they're never
Hold
going to
on.
prove shit because we live on a fucking globe, you globe denying fuckwits.
Actually, it does prove something. If we go here and
Yeah.
here, right? Like if we put a line here, we put a line here. Okay, hold on. Let me get rid of that one. Okay, there you go. Put a line here.
I know what
Put
you're
a
going
line
to do.
here. Put a line here. Here. Go. All right.
Uh-huh.
Jet monkey, you go.
Exioses.
Top left, top
Oh,
right,
whatever you
wherever
wanna
you
go.
want your zone.
Noughts and crosses. Tic tac
Oh,
toe.
top left.
Okay, top.
Tic tac toe.
Top left. Okay, I'll
He's
play
taking the
against all
middle.
of
It's
you.
already a lost game. There's no way to win this.
I'm gonna take on all of you. You guys decide on your next one.
Top
He's
right.
doing the unwinnable game. Top
Yeah.
middle.
Right.
Top right.
What?
Top right.
Why did Jim Bojo say middle? Jim Bojo, you're useless.
Because he knows the trick to winning every time, and I'm
Doesn't
trying to stop
matter.
him, and it's now too late.
Depends where he puts his next one.
No, it doesn't. Unless he doesn't know the trick, and this really is a serious game, he's already won the game.
Go. Next one.
It's yours.
Your go, man.
Oh, it's mine. Okay.
Okay,
Well, fuck. I don't know if there's supposed to be a trick or something, but I'm
There
gonna
is.
put my
Yeah, there's
trick.
a way you can win every single game, but you have to get the first two right.
Well, you just got it wrong, which is
Yeah,
sort of
man.
weird.
Yeah, middle.
Because you'll
Okay,
never get
we'll
three
go
that way, will you? Why
Yeah,
did you do
middle.
that? It's now. Top middle.
Top middle.
for the circle.
There you go.
Hooray.
There we go.
There you
Yeah,
go.
I thought you were going to draw a box around that, drag it forward, and show that the size had actually gone down.
Exactly. Why have we gone off to playing tic tac toe?
Because it's better than the video.
Those are bosses, man.
Fair point.
You will see that Sly subliminally inverts the way perspective works by taking you
Good night,
to a
Rider
2D side-on or
Dinosaurs.
orthographic view when explaining.
What?
That's like the biggest angled red line in the world. Fucking hell. What is that like?
Where's the beginning of that line? Where's he drawn that from? Can you go
Whilst
can
we
you
stop the
rewind
video,
slightly?
guys.
The vanishing point is like the
He
far
didn't
wall.
even
at
draw
this
it in.
point.
He just made it appear.
Yeah, just
It's
made
not
it.
even center of screen.
Can I just say I'm going to sleep? So
Okay,
good night,
mate.
all.
Hey, Jim.
Bye,
Fuck.
Jet.
Right, Jup.
Jet monk.
Good night, all. Good night, all in the chat.
Good night,
Thanks
man.
for coming. Rock and roll, man. Thanks for
I'm
having me.
fucking
All right,
Yeah,
Jup,
man, it's
take
been
it
great to
easy,
see
brother.
you.
fucking
To be honest,
man.
mate, I'm going to do the same. I'm going to say goodbye to everybody.
What
I've
the
got
hell?
to get up
You're
in
the
5
only
hours,
intelligent
so-
one here.
Let's.
Oh,
Yeah,
all
We
right.
only got
It is
we're
late, to be
1/5
fair.
way
You'll
through
be
the
all right.
video.
Good night.
Man up.
Yeah, there's only 43 minutes left.
Was that all?
They subliminally inverts the way perspective works by taking you to a 2D side-on or orthographic view when explaining angular size.
When Jerry looks at his house when it is close, it takes up a large portion of his field of view. That's called the object's angular size.
Yes.
If we move his house away, the house takes up less of his field of view, and its angular size is smaller. But the
Yes.
peephole remains at his eye level. But to Jerry, it looks like his house got bigger and smaller as it got closer and further away. But really, the only thing that changed is its angular size, taking up more or less of his field of view.
Yes.
While Sly is correct about angular size, the way he is representing it is backwards. Let me spin this around and fix this for him. You see, objects of the same size appear larger the closer they are to the observer and smaller in the distance. Plus, we need to tilt this down, assuming he meant for the house to be on the ground in his two-dimensional side-on or orthographic view. Of course, when you do this, it shows how ridiculous the statement about the peepholes always being eye height is.
What?
Now, if the world was flat like he thinks, we should still see the bottom of that the whole way along.
Here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. He's taking this fucking. He's taking these lamps, right? Assuming the orientational line, okay, based upon these two lamps, even though that one's literally fucking crooked.
Yeah.
And he's applying
You will see that Sly,
that
even though his 2D
to Sly's video. And the angle line is not even the same. It should be like here.
Yeah. I see what you're going for. Yeah.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, fucking hell.
Uh,
I have so many jokes right now, but you said not to mention the drama, so I'm just going to hit play.
dimensional side-on or orthographic view. Of course, when you do this, it shows how ridiculous the statement about the peepholes always being eye height is.
Bloody hell.
Let's do some more perspective.
Go on. I was just moaning at the bloody hellness of the
Eyes
stupid.
appear larger the closer they are to the observer and smaller in the distance. Plus, we need to tilt this down, assuming he meant for the house to be on the ground in his two-dimensional side-on or orthographic view. Of course, when you do this, it shows how ridiculous the statement about the
Go on, we did this bit. He did this and we came back to it. Oh.
see
I
there.
can't. Nobody's talking.
That's not eye level. If your eye level's looking downwards, and
Yeah.
you
Exactly.
that's not how it works.
No, exactly.
No. Your eye level can't look down unless you're looking down at your horizon because your horizon's curving over into the distance. And as we know, it's very rare for your eye level to be actually fucking level because that's not how your eyes fucking work.
Also, since when do
People have always
houses
been eye
go
ideas.
under the ground?
When there's a curve that they're actually going behind. So
I mean-
what he's actually showing there is to say, hey, look, if there was a curve here, then this would work. Oh dear,
Flat
mate.
Earth research. Okay, let's hit
Yeah.
play.
The flat Earth. Yeah.
Let's do some more perspective demonstrations.
Sly has actually done no perspective demonstrations, but let's skip ahead to see what he has to say about the horizon and curvature.
Right now, Jerry can see all of Natty, because Natty is standing on Jerry's visual horizon. The horizon is the last part of a curved surface that you can see. But beyond the horizon, Jerry can't see, because the surface he is standing on is curved, and beyond the horizon is blocked. Now, as Natty moves to a further position, then he will start to disappear from the bottom up.
That statement is what this video is really all about. How the horizon works on a flat plane, and the fact that things disappear from the bottom up as they move away from you on a flat plane. But before we leave Sly's video, he does make one true statement, even though his 2D graphics are making the case for a global view of perspective that no one has ever witnessed.
Now, as Jerry moves to a higher position, then his line of sight is raised, and the horizon moves further away.
That statement alone, without the 2D graphics and the curvature being depicted, is true. But we need to get rid of Sly's diagram, and I'll show you the best video on the internet that both visually represents and explains the correlation between the horizon, our circle of sight, and the height of the observation. That video is titled True Perspective, looking beyond the vanishing point of our circle of sight, produced by...
This is limitless. This is limitless.
Yeah.
This is the guy. Holy hell. Yeah, this guy's an absolute bean-cake. He is insane.
Bean-cake?
I don't know.
I'm
It's
just
late, I'm
amused
drunk.
by that.
He
that
is
wording of it.
bizarre. He's like a fruitcake, but weirder.
Yeah. Well, the channel name is Awake Souls. I should really be nice enough to our the lovely people who are bothering to watch our craziness. And I'll actually put a link to the original video, I don't know why, in the description if anyone wants to
Wait,
see
we're
it.
live? People are watching this? Who the fuck's dumb enough to do that?
Exactly. How many are watching still at the moment? How many we
I have no idea. I haven't even got it open.
23 are watching.
Wow.
Objects
That's
leaving
pretty
your
impressive,
position.
man.
Right, go on, play.
Let's
Go on.
get back to the video.
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree.
Appear to disappear.
I have
from
to
the ground
sleep.
up.
Same.
And objects approaching you in this reality appear from the sky down. In this reality, our vision is limited to what is called a horizon line. This line runs a 360-degree circle of sight completely around us at all times. The outer line marks the
Why?
Why?
Yeah. Why on the ground can we only see so far? But apparently, on the flat Earth model, the one that actually works with mass for at least 2 points, is the sun 5,000 miles away, and we can see the sun. But we can't see 30 miles away on the fucking ground.
I have a
Like
question
that line
for
of...
you. I have a question for you. Now, if I were to take a ball, right? Let's say I have a nice sharp knife, and I were to just take that ball and go like if I was, going to circumcise a child and just take off the tip, right?
The tip.
Now, just the tip. And there's a nice level cut out of that ball.
Okay.
Is that not what we observe with our perspective? Especially, that entire circle going around.
Yeah, that
the
tiny
center
little
of shit.
slither off a ball.
It's the sliver that you're stood on the middle of, yeah.
That's what he's showing right now.
I remember I got somebody worked this out, right? I got I think Simon, it was Conspiracy Cats who worked it out. I said that if you shrunk all humans down to the size of an ant and you shrunk the Earth down to the right size, okay, to the same size, the size of the Earth would actually be something like 85 miles. And if you were the size of an ant, just to give you kind of a bit of perspective. So, of course, that ant on that 75-mile radius flipping ball or whatever it is not going to be able to see a curvature. It's no different from us. Of course we can't. But you can. But the point is, you can see the curvature, but your brain can't pick it out. Your eye is perfectly aware of it, being able to actually see curvature, but your brain can't process to that kind of detail.
Yeah,
that's the thing they don't understand.
A good way to imagine what he's trying to describe with this model, though, is...
Oh, we lost you there, Jim.
Jim, we lost you. You've gone quiet.
From the observer in the middle to wherever that line is, right? What he's proposing is that if you sort of imagine that sphere, most of it's below ground level, if you like, because you're only 6 feet tall and it's obviously quite a big circle. But it's sort of like an intersected circle. Now, why can you see anything outside of that radius in the sky? If you can't see anything on the ground, below eye level, beyond this specific line of sight distance, why can you see anything above? There's no demarcation. What's the method? What's the mechanism? Like planes should just appear in the sky.
Yeah.
And then fly across your vision for a bit, and then bang. They should shrink and appear out of view, not go over the fucking horizon.
Yeah, that's weird. It's like, I don't know. There's something physical where that end of the circle of sight is. I don't know what,
Yeah.
but there's
Some
something
obstruction.
occurring there for like an obstruction. I don't know. Let's find out what he has to say.
Maximum distance of our field of view. And it is the boundary of a horizon line at 360 degrees all around us. These diagrams and observations are a plane line.
Wait. What happens when the two touch tips?
Well, you just make sure you don't cross the streams.
Okay.
At 360 degrees all around us. These diagrams and observations are of a plain, flat view. At this part of the demonstration,
What?
the red and blue objects
What?
clearly.
But why sky? Why can I see the sky and clouds and planes and other things? That's not how sight works.
Nope.
That's not what light does.
Yeah, but
Light-
they use the thing saying the atmosphere is denser closer to the ground, so that's why we can't see further. But then we can always say, well, why is the atmosphere denser to the ground? And then they say, because it is. And then we get to say, is it because gravity pulls it down and we have a density curve in our atmosphere? And then they say, fuck off.
But that thing shows that the horizon line is below the observer's eye height. And their whole point is that the horizon line always rises to eye level.
Yeah.
Right.
It's just contradiction because they want to make their point.
I'm just tired and angry
Can't
of
say
this nonsense.
contradiction and expect me not to make a joke, damn it.
Make a joke.
Set him off now.
No, I got it out of my chest now.
Ooh. What's on your chest? A nipple.
You've seen that. It's not exciting. Hit play. Come on, let's play. Let's
360
play.
degrees all around us. These diagrams and observations are of a plain, flat view. At this part of the demonstration, the red and blue objects clearly can't see each other because their horizon lines haven't intersected. So from both perspectives, neither object can see each other because their field of view hasn't intersected.
If I'm standing in the middle there on the red, right? I'll be red pill. Who's going to be blue pill?
I'll be blue pill because I don't want to be red pill.
Okay, you're blue pill. I'm red pill. I sacrifice myself to red pill. So, if I'm standing in the center and you're standing in your center, and a plane's flying from the red line to the blue line,
yep,
would you only see the tip of the plane? Like will it just flash in the sky, or
it'll just suddenly appear? Rather
it
than
would appear to slide down one
flying
cone
up and going over me. It will basically look like it suddenly appears almost above my head by the look of it, if it's high enough. Because
what would
look
be
at the angle.
Yeah.
Look at the angle of the light as it's hitting the observer. I'm not looking down like that.
If I take a what the fuck? I don't understand this.
What it is that this line, this cone, shows what you can see. Everything outside of that is invisible to you. So when you look along this cone,
where's the
sort of
actual
curved
dot?
edge, that's actually, to you, it feels like you're looking perfectly horizontal. But stuff sort of, a plane flying from you at the red point to someone else at the blue would slide down one light cone, disappear at the boundary, and then reappear for the other guy, and then slide back up. But the whole time,
That's
to you,
not
it
how
would
this
feel like
works.
it was horizontally appearing bottom first.
That's not how this works, though. I mean, if I take a camera and level out the camera, is that camera subconsciously looking downwards?
Yes.
I think the light's bending, isn't it?
Magic. God made him do it.
Oh,
Okay. So oh, can I?
Because God
can
said
I have
so
a
for reasons.
Sarcastic? Can I have a free joke here?
Go on then.
All right. So fuck. If light only bends downwards, then Craig was right by saying light cannot bend upwards.
No, but the light is bending upwards. Look, is it? I know it looks like it's coming in from a low angle, but it always curves up. See, if you follow the line from left to right, it curves upwards, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Just bendy light. Refraction somehow works differently.
Right, I reckon we'll go for another
Okay.
15 minutes in total, and then we can arrange this. If we make a note of where we got the video, we can arrange this for a part 2 because
Let's.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. Let's everyone get a pencil and pad, right?
Oh shit.
We'll play 10 minutes, and then we'll debunk it real quick, and then play 10 minutes, debunk it.
Okay.
Right.
Well, we'll just do the 10-minute play because that'll give us 5 minutes to debunk plus a little bit of extra because it's almost 2 a.m. in the morning for me and Jim Bojo, and we're both working tomorrow.
I have a factory job starting at 6 a.m. That is, what's that, nearly 4 hours from now. So I would like some sleep today, please, please.
Okay, let's say play. Let's say play. Everyone shut up. Everyone shut up.
Let's make a note. It's 12. We're at 12 minutes 13 seconds.
We'll stop at 22:13.
As the two objects, circle of sight, approach each other, their fields of view intersect. So in this simulation, we see the blue dot appearing to rise above our horizon. Each other, their fields of view intersect. So in this simulation, we see the blue dot.
Pig, you can barely contain yourself.
He crossed his
10 seconds.
appearing to rise above our horizon.
Boobies.
Yet we know that it is still partially blocked and lies beyond our actual horizon line. As the blue dot continues approaching the red dot, it appears to be rising at the horizon, but it's still perceived behind the horizon line. As soon as the blue object crosses the circle of sight or field of view of the red object, it then enters the field of view and crosses into the horizon line of the red object and becomes entirely visible. As the two objects align, their fields of view completely overlap.
What does that prove? Nothing.
If anything, his triangles, well, his cones are upside down.
Yeah, I'll see what you. Yeah. There it
As
goes.
the blue object moves further away from the red, it then begins to set on the opposite horizon until finally it completely disappears beyond the field of view.
No, because the bottom of the boat disappeared first, dickhead.
Oh, wait, Jerry has one last question. If the surface he is standing on is curved, then why does he not see the curve? Well, that one's pretty easy. It has to do with the distance of the horizon. If you are standing on a curved surface, the horizon is a certain distance away from you and at a certain angle in your line of sight. Any direction you look, the horizon is at the same distance at that same angle. So it won't look like it's curving.
So that right there is the heliocentric explanation for why we do not see a curve. The problem with it is that it demands that objects being obscured from the bottom up be changing their plumb to the center of a sphere. You can clearly see that if curvature was the reason things were disappearing from the bottom up at the horizon, then all of the objects would be leaning away from you. The limitless channel accurately portrayed the horizon on a flat plane three-dimensionally, which means that it actually includes perspective.
Well, to be fair, they are leaning away from you. It's just the angle they are leaning away is fucking pathetically small.
Yeah, there's a guy called
this angle. How would you notice a 2 degree?
1 degree.
You wouldn't, especially at that distance. Of course you wouldn't. No, of course you wouldn't.
Am I allowed
It's
to quit?
69 miles for 1 degree.
Am I allowed to quit?
Yeah,
I can quit. Okay, because I'm done with the condoms.
Excellent.
Yeah, right enough.
Oh,
just the tip. Just the tip.
That is the tip. I told you, like before these even occurred, right? When it was just the circles, I told you he took a penis and cut off the tip.
Oh,
True.
man.
And look what came out: 2 nipples. I mean, come on.
Yeah. Let's be fair. That entire video revolves around that same sort of premise that he says things don't disappear bottom first because they're disappearing over a curve. It's because they're losing their perspective. But apparently we can see further above than we can below because of reasons.
And God,
I like how there's just a magical field of sight, right? And it's just so magically has to be round.
Well, the
It's
thing that
like
I
a
was
video game.
The thing that was is that this line, this tunnel of light, this cone that we're sort of seeing things through, means that everything below eye level works in a completely different way than everything above eye level for no reason. So what should happen is if you stood on your head, it should work the other way around. But it doesn't.
I just have to say that it's essentially, why can you only see around in this circle area? Reasons. That's all that it is.
Yeah.
And that's literally that's all the argument is.
no explanation for it at all. None.
Yeah.
No, they've no
it's-
mechanism at all. They've
This is
just
what
given
happened.
they've given a detailed explanation of what happens in a sense, because they said, "Oh, look, this is the light cone. This is the way that you see things," and you're like, "Right, okay." Demonstration, like any way to sort of show even a teeny tiny bit of evidence for this would be just simply wonderful, boys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, before we go, I just need to test out something real quick.
Oh dear. It's his vibrator.
What's he gonna do now?
What
There
am I
we
going
go.
to do now? Let's find out.
I don't know, but I love whatever software
Uh-oh.
you've got on there that you can scan a bit of the page and then paste it directly into Paint. That's
No,
fucking
it's cool.
awesome.
Yeah. Well, that's probably Screen Clip. I've got something similar to that. I don't think it's the same one, but it's very similar.
Oh no, I want white. And let's lower the color. They're not even fucking level.
There you go.
Happy now?
Oh,
They're not even fucking level.
That's brilliant. So much effort these guys put in.
Hey, look at Pig. Did you say you've got a channel you already started of your own?
Oh, have you not
Yeah.
seen the video? We won't talk
Have
about
you
the
not?
content of Look at Pig's video because I believe that's something that's best for Look at Pig's channel. But if anyone hasn't checked out Look at Pig's channel, has someone got the link for Look at Pig's channel? I'll
Hold
try and
on.
find it.
I actually don't have my own link.
I will.
Yeah.
What's it called? Is it called Look a Pig or what?
It's called.
Yeah.
I've got it here now.
Oh, hold on. I think I do see something that lines up. Maybe. Let me enhance. I'm enhancing.
There we go. I've posted Look at Pig's channel link.
Oh,
in the
you beat me, you bugger.
Hold on, guys.
By a second.
Oh, I found it. Yeah, found it.
Okay.
Ooh.
Oh, okay, right. Okay, we'll leave that for another time. Won't go into that just yet.
We said
The circles aren't the same shape. I think.
Yep.
Looking at it, the circles aren't even the same shape.
Aren't
They
they?
don't look it, do they?
No.
I think the one on the right is larger and taller and in a slightly different position. Like they've
Yep.
put a grid down for the look of the thing, but they've done no sort of attempt to make it work.
They've not mirrored the image to start with or anything like that.
No. I mean, that would have been the obvious answer, would be to duplicate it.
Hold on. Let's do it like this. From here, about here, I would say is the middle. To
It
there.
seems like the points of those circles are mapped onto the grid below, but they're not mapped onto the same points. And the heights, as you've rightly pointed out, are miles out. I mean,
It
it's really
might
an
be
appalling
the same
shit show. It's a
size.
terrible attempt.
It
Shocking.
might be.
It might be the same size, but it's still they fucked it over.
You need to get one in a Photoshop and actually
I'm
cut it
too
over.
fucking
and make
lazy
it
to do that.
transparent.
I'm too lazy to do that. No.
Well, yeah, but we could do it for another week, month, another year.
I'm not even
Indeed.
gonna
He's just closing
Let's
that.
play. They have more nonsense we need to address.
do that. No,
And
I told you I
different
quit.
as well, and they look like boobs.
All right,
They look,
fine.
they look
we'll
like
hit
very
play.
pointy boobs.
Yeah, they're like
We'll hit
avatar
play,
boobs,
we'll
aren't
hit
they?
play. Here we go. I'm gonna let it play for 10 minutes and then I
Yeah.
quit.
Couple of minutes, and then we all.
Fly's 2D orthographic crayon drawing representation of how things disappear from the bottom up will now be put to rest with actual 4K max zoom capability footage that shows objects disappearing from the bottom up on a flat and level floor. Sly had one last message he wanted to leave his viewers with, and he got it backwards again.
Well, its curvature is basically unnoticeable.
Let me go ahead and fix that for him again, and we will check out the footage we have been waiting for.
Curve Earthers.
Normal people.
Lame.
That person right there is out of the way. We've got a pretty clear shot.
Ooh, another level floor. Probably.
Not.
It's actually the same floor.
Yeah, it looks the same.
Outfit is about
I like how close the space is to his 34. Like look how filthy that floor is.
You get an idea of mall we're dealing with.
Zoomed and focused it all is beautiful.
Here we
I think all
I
these
think we
people are
might
paid actors.
have to make a bit of a retraction, lads. You know, we were looking at those sloping bits of the sort of the balustrades
Looks
along
like
the
it
side of the
curved out
wall.
then. Pig, can you go back about 5-10 seconds thereabouts?
There. They are not sort of dead straight. They zigzag left and right, and that I think might have been partly responsible. We need a closer look to see.
Well, I know. Pause the video. Linda, she's in the chat. She recognises that mall. I don't know if she's been there. What we'll have to do is get some information off her, if she's actually been there or lives anywhere near there, and find out if they do actually come out or if it's just the weird angle he's looking at. Oh shit, he's closed it all. Luckily, no porn.
You say luckily. Oh, this is a YouTube stream, I suppose. Never mind. Should start Twitch streaming.
Yeah, they don't care.
Nobody cares about Twitch.
No, but
I'm just baiting people.
They do look like they go out and come back in, don't they?
They do.
Yeah, they do. They kind of go in zigzag, exactly right. Well, at least that bit there, that first part.
Yeah.
I mean, that definitely goes off at an angle. But
Well, unless there's a raised dice for where... Do you see it's got a bridge that goes across the middle there?
Yeah,
there's no reason to think that that isn't actually a slope in the floor, and that
there isn't.
Essentially, it's difficult to tell.
When we looked at the floor earlier, it was further along. It wasn't by the escalator. It was further along.
Yeah, it was.
Because we were closer to the black pins that you can see in the distance.
So, yeah, it could still be... Yeah, it's hard to tell.
Well, let's keep playing then. Analyze the footage.
We'll do another minute of play. We'll see what he says, and then we're going to have to give it a knock on the head.
Do a part 2.
What's he drawing now?
It's a willy. A really bad willy.
Bad one.
Let me go ahead and fix that for him again, and we will check out the footage we've been waiting for. Looks like when that person right there is out of the way, we've got a pretty clear shot.
So, mirages exist.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's a thing.
I will clarify, he does mention this area has a mixture of natural light through the skylight and artificial light and is air conditioned.
So you get an idea of mall.
You not find a better floor than that?
There's actually a slope.
It does look like it, doesn't it?
Yeah, it seems like a slope.
It would make sense. Come from the escalator,
unless it's an optical
one
illusion.
area, and then come up a little bit more.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like a change in the distance, really. It does look like a slope.
Hold on. If you look at, let's just, God damn it, why am I abusing this power I have? All right, especially in this area. Comparing like that's legitimately
the gap in the black, yeah.
Yeah,
Look,
right.
In what would be skirting.
You can see it getting smaller.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, I would agree with you and say that is a slope. And he put that forward as being a long, flat corridor. So very
you can
similar
actually
to...
see. You can actually see right here. Hold on.
Yeah.
Right here.
Yeah.
A bit of the distortion with the lighting.
Yeah.
The shadows.
No, you
if you look at the shadows as they disappear off into the distance, you should try and compare them to something that you would think of as being properly level.
That
those shadows.
looks like it's a level area, but this right here, even with the shadows, it's like right here is where the slope ends.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, and the camera is by his feet from where he's taking this picture. So he's looking up a small slope to get the angel that's in that background. No wonder we can't see the fucking feet.
Right.
So we would need a third independent verification on that. So if anyone's ever been to this mall or whatever, to let us know, or lives near it. He does it in the video. So
I have seen this video debunked, funnily enough. If we're going to do a part 2, I'm going to go away, have a quick look through,
I think I will
find a couple of sources, and write some notes for next time, because it was all a bit wild card tonight, wasn't it?
It was. I wasn't planning on doing this video. I did put it in my list as a possible debunk video, but I get put off by videos that are close to an hour mark. Because
I've just spotted Sean Hawkins in the chat. Sorry, just very, very quickly. Hello, Sean Hawkins. The work you did with Chipmunk recently was fantastic. Thank you for coming.
Miraged.
Sean Hawkins has said, "Can you see the baseboard? It's just miraged."
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're dealing with. Here we go. She asked what I was doing, and told her I'm a YouTuber. I said, oh yeah, what kind of topics? And told her conspiracy. And I guess her and her boyfriend are conspiracy people. So
Yeah, it is literally just fucked at the bottom. And why is there a boat?
she's familiar with.
Go back 5 seconds, Monk. From there, go back 5 seconds. Just press the button. Look
Oh,
on the
yeah.
right-hand side. That's a
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
boat.
That's bizarre.
What is that?
What?
Boyfriend are conspiracy people. So we'll see how many conspiracy issues. Her
Oh, I
boyfriend,
think you can parallel.
she asked what I was doing, and told her I'm a YouTuber. I said, oh yeah.
Right. What time frame are we up to? 17 minutes, we'll call it. Because
Yep.
it's 2 a.m. in the morning now. Me and Monk have...
That's idiotic. You
This is how
can't,
tired I am.
I'm
Right,
not
you
noisy
can't
enough to be
overlap
Monk.
videos and try to use that as evidence. That's fucking idiotic.
No, it really does look like there's an overlap there, isn't it? I think we're going to have to look
No,
a lot more
it's
into that.
overlapping. It's straight up overlapping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that looks absolutely...
Totally.
definitely
Pretty clear shot.
in that right-hand corner. You can see the fucking sails. It's not some weird mirage of the pram. That's a fucking boat, and he's overlapped videos. So,
More
yeah.
dishonesty. Look at big turn down.
Okay, sorry.
There we go.
is a
17:30.
naturally there is going through this a bit of the background,
Mhm.
but if you compare the two, right? So you're this is a cropped in footage, right? It's nowhere near as wide.
I'm not seeing it at the moment.
No, it's not you.
Fuck,
You're not
my bad.
presenting anyone,
I
mate.
thought I was still screen sharing. My bad. All right. So in this, right, he's not actually showing the entire angle of what you're supposed to be seeing. Note the missing bit on the left.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And if we hit play here, you also
By the
don't
way,
see the right.
did you notice the camera's not level? Because the horizon's not in the middle of the frame. Which
So-
is sort of the whole point.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here's the major thing about it, right?
Because it's on that slope, but he's trying to say it's level, but there's the slope up.
You can literally see where the slope ends on the thing right there.
Yeah. Crazy.
Like right there's where the slope ends.
Oh, dear me.
Wow. But
Hold
you
on,
know,
I'm
look,
gonna skip
it's
ahead.
got a revolving cube, so they must be right.
Where was the boat? It was right around here.
Somewhere around there, yeah. Play it through, and I'm sure there wasn't this many footsteps. I'm sure it's about the 17-minute mark. Just let it play from there. Because what play speed are we now on?
1.5.
All right, same as before then.
Tell me when it falls.
I'm keeping an eye out. That's the pram.
Right here. It's
There.
right there.
There.
Whereabouts? I can't see.
That
it.
is a fucking boat. Can you draw over that?
Hold on.
take that-
It's actually hold on. Let me check here.
Can you draw around it? Because I can't actually
Long.
see it, but I'm not very good at these sort of things.
Right. Look at the right-hand side.
Oh
of the
yes,
image.
yes, I can see it. Yeah, on the right-hand quadrant near the
Yeah.
top
Take-
right-hand corner. Yep, I see
Yeah.
that. It
That's a fucking boat.
looks like a boat.
We're not the only people seeing that, are we? Anyone still in chat who's still actually paying any attention whatsoever?
You hold on. You can see where it was cut in.
There.
Yeah.
That's when it starts to appear. Let it play another second, maybe two, so it appears a bit more to the
Couple
right.
of frames. Couple of frames. There you go.
There.
There it goes.
There. Stop. Right. That is 2 sails. Oh, back a frame,
Sorry.
maybe 2.
I accidentally hit a button. There you go.
That's all right. And yeah, there. That's definitely. You can see.
3 sails.
Yeah, and it's
I
one
wanna
thing,
say a
you
clipper.
you could see the flags at the top of this. Yeah,
Yeah.
logical troglodyte. He sees a boat. Yeah, Zapostate.
Hold on. What I'd like to point out is right
The
here.
apostate correctly points out that is wonky as hell.
Yeah.
Hold on, right
Or is that
here.
wanky as hell? I can't read it from here.
No, it says wonky.
Wonky.
Yeah.
It's wonky.
Hold on. You can see the difference within the actual texturing, right? So, right here. Notice the cut.
Yeah.
Let me
Logical
find the
troglodyte. The Flying Dutchman is haunting malls.
Yeah.
That's essentially what it is.
Yeah.
More dishonesty.
Right
More
there.
dishonesty
So,
from flat
31.
earthers.
It's worse that these flat earthers will believe this and get really excited over it.
There's a fucking ghost boat.
But then they have to go and
There's
make
a
shit up.
ghost boat in the background. It's right there. There's a ghost boat. Why?
As you look at that horizon, it does then look like, yeah, that's water.
Her feet are miraging below the ankles, by the way, as well. And the horizon for her isn't there, is it? It's where the reflection is, not where the fucking boat is.
No. That's serious camera trickery, that, isn't it? He's seriously fucked with this image with blend and other things because of how that goes. That's miraging to fuck. And it
Could he
all
not
goes
have
to the
taken
fucking camera.
footage? Couldn't he have taken footage without a boat in? If he was going to cheat, could he not have just gone, oh, there's no boat there, I'll film there?
He's obviously not fucking realised, has he?
What I would love, if somebody lives at this mall, I would love if somebody had a decent camera that could actually do the same thing and see if it comes out with the same amount of miraging. Because I'm really surprised inside the building, I can appreciate there might be some heat.
Hold on.
Never
It's an air-conditioned building.
Oh, hold on. Where's the miraging here, though?
Well, yeah, exactly.
It's because there's no lady there then, so it's got nothing to prove the point.
Well,
there is.
There's slight mirage, but nothing
Mirroring.
that is. Hold on. Nothing that is affecting it to this extent.
Uh-huh.
Where
I've
you
just
see-
noticed the digital black line around that bag. Can you see? As it moves, her paper bag, you can see on the left the black line there, which shouldn't really be there to do with...
No.
See what I mean? It's the cut. You can actually see, and on the right, between her legs and the edge of the bag, you can actually see the pixel jump as it tries to keep up with the moving bag. I think he chose that bag and that person walking, possibly specifically. That's an unbranded bag.
I'm not seeing it. Could you point it out?
Look at the edging on the bag. The definition of the black from how it
Well,
across.
if you look at, I mean, on both sides, it is kind of like a bit darker. It's black or something on that side. So that could be. I'm not sure about that, though. Not sure.
On the left-hand side is where it looks particularly extreme to me. There's a good example. You can see a black outline on the left.
Oh, we're getting 4K image here, lads.
Let me load this 4K image. Hold on.
You're right, to be fair, it could be. Look, see on the left there. Why is it on the left of the bag, as it moves around, and in the bottom corners, little sort of pixels appear.
Oh, see what you mean now. Yeah.
Change the speed.
There on the left, perfect example. Look all the way along the left-hand side of the bag. There's like a black line that shouldn't be there for any reason.
Right, we're on 0.2% 5 speed.
It was flashing there earlier. There you go.
Yeah.
That is weird, isn't it?
Isn't it bizarre?
Yeah. I was wondering, if we go back a little bit, does that bag ever drop into that mirage-y fucking line effect he's got?
When she's further back, I think it does, doesn't it?
I noticed the top of her feet is still blurry, the tips of her toes, where the bag is not.
Yeah, at the same height.
Yep. Very tip of her toe reaches there, is very blurry, whereas the bag is miraculously crisp.
Yeah.
How extraordinary. Perhaps the bag is much, much closer.
It looks like
And
the
she has a
mirage
long
goes all the
arm.
way up the walls too.
Uh-huh.
But then, I mean,
if the wave effect going all the way to the top.
I mean, those are actual
bad fringe
waves,
on
if
the
we're
key.
honest, aren't they?
Yeah.
That rippling
As
effect there below
Warlock's
her
just
feet.
said, there's some bad fringe on the key. And I had a bit of a play with green screen stuff. And if you get the colour just not 100% perfect, it doesn't quite take, right?
Yeah, absolutely right. Yeah, of course.
Right. I like to point out at the top here, like you have the waving occurring all the way to the top. You don't actually get that one.
Yeah.
Like up here.
Yeah.
Let's play the video at regular speed.
Man, it's really heavily distorting.
Yeah. Which he's saying this is a P1000 doing 4K. We shouldn't be getting that distort, even on a compression up to YouTube, because he would have
Well,
uploaded
you don't have the problem with the bag being distorted, right?
Yeah.
Or let's see this lady real quick. You're not getting the same wave effect on her.
Uh-huh.
I think it's a mixture between whatever they're trying to pull crap-wise and bad focus.
Could be bad focus, but why would it give it that wobbly effect, though, if it's bad focus?
I think that's the overlay of the other image to give that fucking boat effect at the bottom, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, as Rapid X has literally just said, the Mirage is faked.
What?
Yeah.
That's
Right,
what
we're going to have
what I was
to
saying
call that a night then.
That's what I was saying earlier on. If anybody can actually get down to that mile, I've heard that Linda said she might know it. If anybody can get down there and do something similar with a half decent camera, then we can.
Oh, it'd be even better if it was a shit camera.
Yeah,
because if it was a shit camera and we didn't get that effect, we can quite happily say, "Well,
true.
You just said how good this P1000 is, and you fucked up."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, okay, well, let's leave it there then. Leave it there.
We're gonna have to call it for a night because it's 2:10. Me and Jim Bojo definitely need sleep. We'll have to say thank you very much to Pig. Short notice, sorting out and doing that video.
Oh man, what a hero!
Yeah,
Thank you so
Pig.
much.
Cheers, buddy.
Yeah,
really
everyone go and check
blinded
out his
for-
channel. Give him a like, give him a subscribe. Hopefully, he's going to come out with some awesome videos, and if not, we're going to make him come out with some awesome debunking video stuff. So, and don't forget, you can check us out every Saturday night at 11:15 British summer time. So GMT +1. Jim Bojo, is that UTC +1 as well? I can never remember.
Yeah, but here's the question, right? Is when we get to the winter again and we move the clocks back, do we move the show back an hour?
No, we just
I
then
can't
say
get there for
GMT.
10.
No, we just say GMT.
Yeah, 11 GMT. Yeah.
We're GMT +1 at the moment. So.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
we'll
wrap it up. I have just seen your message. I'll go on Discord after we finish up and see what you said. Thanks, mate.
Oh my God. But yeah, thank you, Casual Spaceman, for joining us this evening.
Thank you very much for having me.
Jet Monk, the Drunk Monk, even though you've left us, thank you for coming. Look a Pig again. Thank you for doing all that. Oi, oi, that's the one. Jim Bojo, thank you for joining me this evening and being some awesome debunky helping for me. And thank you everyone for coming, viewing, and saying hello. We've had a good few views tonight and some very good retention by the look of it, because there's people I've seen here now who were still at the start, which is really cool. And hopefully part 2 of my video, if anyone checked it out, that we had on before this stream, should be out Wednesday. We'll have the shills on Saturday. I don't think we've got a midweek show planned for next week, have we, Jim? I don't know.
Blue Earth thing, quite possibly. We'll have to see how that goes.
Possibly a midweek show next week on the Shills channel as well. Don't forget to check out Casual Spaceman. Now he's uploading videos again.
Yeah, exactly. Next week you should see me back up to speed, but also just quickly shield myself as well. 16th to the 24th of July, I've got Apollo 11 week. 50 years. 50 years. So going to be all sorts of things going on. On the 16th, they're just going to have like a bit of a hangout and a chat. On the 20th, there's going to be a debate between myself and Dead Kennedy Space versus a guy called Hollywood who does a show called I forget the name of it, but we're going to have a bit of debate, but that's going to be on Fight the Flat Earth's channel, because he's going to be doing all that kind of stuff, so he's good at that kind of stuff. So look out for that on the 20th of July, and then the 24th we'll probably have another party, and there's going to be loads of other Apollo 11 related videos in between. There you go, that's me, Shield.
Cool. Well, to shill ourselves, on the 17th of July, there might be a special episode with myself, Jim Bojo, and Anti Flatter, all in the same fucking pub, but we will wait and see.
Absolutely.
Wow.
All 4 of us. No, wait. Yeah, I don't know. Anti-Flatter, Sarcastic
gonna
Barman, me, and Jack Monk the Drunk Monkey,
Yeah,
right?
there could even possibly be an AB. There could even possibly be a turquoise Laura. We do not know. Watch this space.
Maybe.
Keep
There
an
could
eye out.
possibly be
Right.
a piggy.
There could why you're flying over to the UK?
Yeah, good luck with that.
Green by all means, but we might all actually be in the same building, which will be crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right, I'm going to hit stop broadcasting now. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining me. Everyone shout good night.
Good night.
Oh,
Right,
thank fuck it's over.
Oi, oi.
Oi, oi. And I'm hitting stop. Thank you very much. I'm the Sarcastic Barman. Good night.
Night.